start streaming. I want to start streaming all over you.
Can't get that prostate.
Can I stream on you?
Hey,
Huh?
ladies. You ever had anyone stream all over you?
Okay.
I want to throw my stream all over you.
We have an ice machine up there. If you'd like some whiskey,
I would like some whiskey.
there's some cups over there.
Which one do you want?
Wait, what would you like? Would you like some good stuff? Would you like some? Oh well, surely you'd like some good stuff.
Obviously.
Obviously.
What you got over there?
Yeah, get him some of that. That's some good stuff right there.
All right. House rules, man.
Get him some of that or the Lukenbach Road,
I'll go with the 1876.
1876. The Lukenbach Road was sitting right beside it, but yeah, take some of that.
Sir.
Take a taste of that. There's a cup over there. Ice machine up there.
Is it room temperature right now? Because it is cold.
It should be. Yeah. It was cold out here when we got going. So you may not need any rocks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I need any.
If you need some, let me know.
Oh,
Get an ice
yes.
machine. Ice maker.
Oh,
It sounds
life.
like a Keurig. It looks like a Keurig, but it's an ice machine.
It's an ice machine.
Wait, anyone drinking with me?
I am.
Okay. Well, you know what? We got to do
In
house
spirit.
rules.
What's
Are
that?
you having this?
No, actually not. I'm drinking some a new drink that I discovered this weekend. It's called Gin and Squirt.
I didn't know you had the damn.
Interesting.
I just saw that.
What?
The squirt bottle.
Yeah,
It's like, damn,
it's
you're
good.
You're fully committed.
But I can. I mean, if we need to.
Well, you know,
We're good.
we got to follow customs. I got to pour yours. You got to pour mine.
Oh yeah. All right.
Sorry, let me turn my
Just stop playing Star
Galaxy
Wars. Over
my Galaxy off.
there. Oh. You keep getting updates. There's an error with your connection.
You are? Are we gonna have a false start again?
No. We're not having a false start. Let's see. I think everybody's scared.
Can I, if in case I forget during the show, can I tell you? Actually, we should probably talk about the most annoying commercial during the World Cup. I can tell you mine, and I love David Beckham, and I don't hate Peyton Manning, but he's not like I can take him or leave him. But that fucking commercial with him and Beckham
Them comparing each other's
football,
doing dick sizes.
Chris.
yeah.
What's really football?
And then the soccer mom show up. That is the worst commercial ever.
You know that went through an approval process,
How-
right?
who
I know.
proves that?
Who does that?
It's like who thought this would be a good idea? Like they got the concept was there.
Was it?
I mean, you could write a spot or a commercial about the funny differences between the two footballs and how you could make it a little rivalry, kind of self-deprecating type humor. But they just it didn't pan out. They had the wrong think team in there. The wrong writers.
Do you think maybe it was a casting thing too? Or do you think Peyton and David Beckham were fine?
I think David Beckham was fine, always.
Well, David Beckham's always fine. Come on now.
But yeah, it could have been maybe get someone that's a little bit more funny and Peyton Manning is funny at times, I think, but get someone like I don't
Eli.
know.
Maybe Eli. Because Eli's so dry, right?
Eli
Yeah.
just looks like a ding dong. So
Or Deion Sanders. That would have probably been a little funnier. Someone that's like a little bit more, I don't know, not Peyton.
I can see that. Deion Sanders, that contrast.
Yeah, some kind of wild ass contrast, not just a chill.
What do you
You're-
mean by contrast?
Well, a chill.
Well, it's like an
a
onion.
guy from England, where's Beckham? He's from the UK. What part was he from?
Well, he looks like a dirty Manchester guy, right?
He did. I mean, he played for Manchester.
He's not one of the
I don't know if he's
preppy-
from Manchester.
He's not from one of those preppy Oxford places or something.
Let's see here.
Anyway,
David Beckham was born.
Beckham's not the problem. Is basically what I'm saying.
I want to go back to that contrast that you were asking.
The contrast between
He was born in London.
Oh, he's a Londonize, eh?
But which side of London? There's been a lot of talk about London.
like they should have used instead on the NFL side. They should have used like let me think of someone Zeke. No, Zeke's too goofy,
But Zeke's still playing. So
and he's still playing.
the
Right?
shtick, right, was two retired guys. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll think of someone good. Maybe Michael Irvin.
If you could see his picture,
Michael Irvin's amped up all the time, and he'd get
Yeah,
all.
he is.
you need to look at this David Beckham picture they have for him
Oh.
in Wikipedia. He looks like what's his name from James Bond? Hold on. Bring this picture.
I know that suit he wore on when he went out to that Wales team for the show was hideous. I was like, man, I'm on board with everything David Beckham does fashion wise, except that.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's the
dun,
same. That's the same.
dun.
That's the same
Oh,
looking
what is this
coat.
shit?
Is that a houndstooth coat?
Yeah.
That's the same. Isn't that the?
kind of cross look? But
I
look
can-
at him.
I can't stand houndstooth coats.
Houndstooth coats should not be on males, right? It's a
They
very
shouldn't-
female.
It should be
thing.
on a female skirt. A
Is that what you
short
call
one.
your ladies? Look at that skirt.
No, I said female skirt.
That's like 1950s guy.
But now that's actually pretty good.
Get that
I don't know
greaser.
if it's woke though. If I just started walking about, hey skirt, get over here.
That is very 1950s, though. That's what they used to say or whatever. All right, you want to start this thing?
Did they
up?
say skirt? Like they referred to women as skirt?
Yeah, look at that skirt.
Skirt, doll.
I say it's up. Our mission in life, us three, is to bring that back.
The skirts. Look at that skirt.
But we'll be
Canceled.
well, we'll do it in a woke way. And if we see a man that has a skirt, we'll refer to them as a skirt too.
Yeah,
We won't discriminate.
there's men wearing skirts these days. They're Scottish.
Hey. And they were great shoes.
It's not Scottish, it's crap.
I'm starting this thing. You ready?
D. Williams talks about Colt 45.
There are two
That's
rules to remember
racist.
if you want to have a
Is that
good
'cause
time.
That's
Rule
racist.
number
Yes.
one, never run out
It's
of
very
Colt
racist.
45. Rule number two, never forget rule number one. You want to know why you should keep plenty of Colt 45 on hand? You never know when friends might show up. I don't claim you can have a better time with Colt 45
He sounds so
than without
high
it.
when he says, "You never know when friends will
But
show
take
up."
chances.
This episode of the
Jay Jones Last Kicker
is brought to you by
Guys Note.
Guys
Victor
Note.
Wrench.
and Plastic Object.
This program contains
Object.
graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, Rod, does the name Helen Baxter ring a bell?
Ring a bell. It does more than ring a bell. I think I just came in my pants.
No, Rod. I don't.
Damn, man, that woman could fuck.
Oh, Rod, you really
No,
might
the
oughta-
woman was like a dick whisperer. Like she get all up inside the head of the dick and know exactly what it wanted. Yeah, she get all up in that shaft and in them balls and in the tip. Whew. Ooh, I'm getting off just thinking about it. So, what makes you think about Helen Baxter?
She's our mom.
Yeah.
I don't know no Helen Baxter.
Sounds like you did.
All we did was cuddle. Word.
It is show 501, and it's December 1st, a Thursday, December 1st. Happy Thursday, Matt.
Happy Not Tuesday, Dustin.
Happy Thursday, Dante.
Happy Friday, Junior, Dustin.
Happy December to the both of you.
Dante, happy Not Tuesday. I almost said Not Thursday.
That's right. We hated November so much that we had to push our show back to December.
We didn't want to do any more in November. We had it.
We were done with. We were no November.
No November.
No, closed.
Closed.
No November. So,
What you listening to there, buddy?
well, that's some Duel.
I know those
Our
guys.
friends from Duel. This is from their second record. This is a Triple X Top Junior.
I like it.
It's a good jam. Good jam. Good record.
Those guys make some good music.
They make some great music. A very underappreciated record, I feel. This record's great.
Grammy worthy.
Exactly.
It
One
is-
of my favorite
you know what's
local
funny, if
songs
you
of
do
all
listen-
time is the last song on this record.
Yeah, this is no joke. some of the stuff that wins Grammys these days, our local stuff is
10
10 times better. It's like, what is this garbage that wins awards? These guys need awards.
And it's not like Beyonce tracks that are written by 50 people to write one song. This was written by 5 dudes just
getting drunk
dicking
and
around one
eating
night.
pizza and getting drunk.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Eating some pizza, slamming some Coors
Some
Lights,
brewskis.
and going to town.
Yep.
Because that's what
And
they
then
do.
Going and hanging out with the metal band next door. That was
No.
y'all.
They didn't really hang out with us. They tried to stay
They're
away
too
from
good
us.
for you. Yeah.
They're like, we're not hanging out with those clowns. So,
Doty would come over.
yeah,
Nick
they
would come
over.
by.
I'm just playing. They all come over and hang out with us. They loved us.
You don't
We
wanna
loved them.
We don't want to start
We
a
shared
war.
brewskis until they started getting into that seltzer thing, and then we were like, I don't know if we can do
Well,
seltzers.
they came with the White Claws.
They came with something one time.
What was their
I
brand?
didn't take all those Coors Light seltzers over there
Those
to
are
'em and
terrible.
just drop them off.
And they're old. Yeah, you should.
Be like, here. What's shelf life on a Coors Light seltzer?
Can't. Well, those are expired because they were expired when I brought them.
Oh. But they've been cold. They've been good.
Right. If you keep it in the fridge, generally
Should
as
be all
long as-
right.
Right.
Okay.
Don't do it, kids. Though we don't need another lawsuit.
Yeah. Don't come drink our beer anytime soon.
I
Or
think we
do
should
it.
start. You know what? I've been thinking because we drink sometimes. When we drink some pretty risque stuff. Should we have people sign waivers when they come in here?
Probably. For that and for their detriment when they leave here.
Almost break their neck
Walking
in the
down
rain,
yeah.
throwing their guitar everywhere.
Walking down the old plank there.
Yeah, just have a stack of them here at the door. Just grab one of those, fill it
Oh
up,
yeah,
face it
here you
out.
go.
There
There's
you
a
go.
good one.
Yeah, Dante, you're hired. You're our legal representative.
Yeah, do you
You'll give
have
us all our
any
forms and
legal
stuff?
background whatsoever? Can you help us out with this?
I know some lawyers, but that's about it.
Oh, we're not worried about the lawyer thing. You can just do it for us.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll figure it out. I don't know.
Would you get your lawyer's license out of a Cracker Jack box? Did your mom ever say that when she was driving? Did you get your license out of a Cracker Jack box?
Yeah, why is the go-to a Cracker Jack box?
I guess because they had the little toys in them.
That's a boomer thing, man. I don't know.
Remember when
It must be a
cereal
boomer
had
thing.
good toys in them? Remember when
Yeah.
cereal boxes had records on them?
Mm-hmm.
Those
Yep.
little
Mhm.
flimsy
Mm-hmm.
plastic records?
Cereal used to have all kinds of stuff snuck in it. Now they're all working for the cartels.
They all are working for the cartels.
Yeah.
Now they smuggle drugs in them.
Now they smuggle
That rainbow flip. Fentanyl. That's how they get it
I
across
like how
the
we
border.
just joke casually about something that's murdering our country.
Is it?
Well,
Or is it just
it mu-
murdering our country in
well,
political
Dustin,
ads?
Well, Dustin, it murdered my sister. So, thanks for patronizing it.
But was it rainbow?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the upgrade had been made to rainbow yet.
And how do they make it rainbow? Like rub it through some Lucky Charms?
Taste the rainbow.
Okay.
That's Skittles.
Right.
So they put it in Skittles?
That's what the rumor was. I like how Republicans are just fucking idiots when it comes to stuff like this. They're like, you know what? I know what'll get people to vote for us. Let's put out an ad that says Skittles have been taken over by the drug cartels.
Well, there was that one.
We need to build the wall, or all of our kids are going to be eating Taste the Rainbow fentanyl. They're like, that sounds like a good idea. We'll do it with David Beckham, and we'll do the spot with David Beckham and Peyton Manning.
Oh no.
I'm just thinking that you're talking about that controversial subject while I'm wearing this headgear.
I love it. I love it,
Just
man.
instantly
I was going to go the
controversial.
whole show and not even mention it and see if anyone said anything to us about
Okay,
it.
well, we didn't. We'll move on. We'll move along.
No. Go ahead. Let's let everybody know what they're in for a good dose of.
Oh, you're in for a good dose. Dante's here. You're in for a good dose of...
Our football El Capitan,
There it is.
Dante, is with us.
Yes.
What's up?
We are going to be talking ad nauseum. I even got the whole song.
Yeah. Dante also has a show called 3 Men in a Garage.
Something close to that. It's old guys in the garage. There's only two of us. Where did you get the third guy from? Oh, wait.
Three men and a garage.
I think it's just because I'm jealous of your show because y'all play video games and hang out with people in chat rooms and stuff and talk shit.
Yeah,
so
and-
much
Very,
fun.
very.
And drink.
We decided to start a podcast that had absolutely no premise.
Why didn't we think about video games?
I know, man.
We could have just sat around and played video games the whole time.
Still can.
Yeah. Oh,
We could.
Okay, so real quick left turn. I tried to get in on some multiplayer last night. I had an update.
Wait.
Oh, that was huge.
Multiplayer on
What
what?
time?
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare. So guess what time I finally got in a
3 a.m.
close to?
2.
I was so mad.
But you know
But-
what this means? Since we're doing the show so early tonight, we can jump on afterwards. You can
Right.
go home. We can jump on. We can.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you running me. I can show you how I look running around as Messi.
I'm Paul Pogba.
That's so
It is
genius.
Paul
That's so genius. Have y'all played yet?
Not
In the
together.
set? Okay.
Together now.
Yeah, we got to set that up. I got to get my headset this week because I'm going to get. I don't know how. I don't know who I'm going to get. Rooney.
I don't know if Rooney's available. If he was, I would have got
What was,
him.
what,
Same.
what was that
He would've been
badass that played
badass.
for City a while back? Like a lot from France, Balotelli or
Oh, he's from Italy.
Italy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him.
Mario.
If
Super
they
Mario
make him,
Balotelli.
the only other person that hasn't been bought is Neymar Jr.
Yeah. Well, here's how it went. See that I have 4 hours of updating, and it wasn't just one update. I haven't got to sit down and watch the U.S. men's soccer team like with uninterrupted yet. So this was my chance. I went
Without
in.
any, Matt, get in here and clean up your dishes.
Are you alive, Matt? So I got to sit down. I put on the U.S. Iran match, and was blown away by this team and by the game, by the atmosphere, by all of it. I have been watching parts of it. I saw the goal or I saw the time run out of that game at one of my at work. And that's kind of the way I've watched it. I've watched y'all's text thread, so I know something's happened. So I know next bar I go into, go check it out and see if I can see a replay or stuff. That's basically how I've been seeing it, from bar to bar to bar
He's
to bar
living
to
off
bar
all
to
our
bar,
updates.
living off y'all's updates until last night.
Should we flag you with a in the stream? Like, just get that out there too.
Yeah, for sure. that there's something to that. We should do that on our thread. Just
Have
anytime
that
one
as
of
the
us put up,
sounder.
yeah. You know, once we get going and we have like, because every once in a while you guys get hyped up and start doing like 27 messages all at once. Down, 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 down,
Well,
down,
things
down,
get-
down, 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 down. Oh, that's my phone. That's
Things
my
get
soccer buddies.
exciting, yeah. You need to take the. I sent the wave file to everybody. I thought you could set it as your ringtone for that group.
Did you?
I thought I
Resend
did.
that because I will. We need to have that for that group.
Same.
I think, and I've also got a Dropbox, so I can send you the link and you can grab it. And then
I like
send it
that.
to-
I like the World Cup theme song. The whole song's really good.
It's so funny when they cut the commercial down. It's just embedded in your head, and you're like,
That's a form of brainwashing.
it is.
Yeah.
Why didn't we come up with a 4-note brainwashing thing?
I don't know. We were too busy playing with.
And we didn't do
poop.
video games either.
We didn't do video games, but we got the video game man in
Y'all can
right
do
now. Dante, the greatest video game player ever.
Oh.
Oh,
Stop you
sorry,
right
I'm
there.
sorry.
Let me stop you right there.
He
I never
says
said we
he
were good.
says he's the greatest Fortnite player of all time.
When are you going to go
We're
to
gonna
that
piss off
EA
half the
Center and
internet.
play? Have you been up there and played in anything?
I think you guys got the wrong guest.
That's the wrong Dante.
He also says, what's the other big game that Blizzard put out?
Contra.
No.
Not World of Warcraft. What's the
No,
other one?
The first-person shooter. You run around. I can
Halo?
see it right now.
Blizzard?
Blizzard put it out. Yeah, it's the big RoboTuners in the chat room. You should know.
Warcraft? Not Warcraft.
Not Warcraft.
Destiny?
Overwatch. He says he's the biggest
Oh,
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
He says he can take on anybody in the world at Overwatch or Fortnite. Dante can.
You know what's funny? I've never played Overwatch.
And we're going to piss off two communities that are super huge right now.
Awesome.
Is Overwatch a fun game?
Overwatch is fun.
It is fun.
I've never
Yeah.
played it.
You played
Is
the
it-
new one? You played the sequel?
I've got it. I've played it for like maybe 5 minutes
Mm.
when I had some time, and I haven't gone back to it, but I need to. My son plays it, loves it, but I got into racing, and then Call of Duty came out, so now I just either race or
Kill
of Duty.
people.
Yeah.
Dante, have you guys done a special episode of Contra yet?
Yes, we did. We did a Contra night.
That's the one I should have come.
Yeah, I downloaded
been on.
the Contra collection.
Was it 3?
Yeah. Well, it was more than 3. There was like 8 of them. There was.
Oh, I lost interest, I guess, after 3.
Yeah, there was a lot of those.
Once you couldn't do up, down, down, left, right, I was out.
Yeah, it's pretty neat though, man.
What
Because
about Metroid?
so we've not done a Metroid,
That'd
but
be a long night.
that would be a long night. Because if you start factoring like all the Metroids from the different consoles, right? Like that, we're talking like hours. I mean, we're talking weeks, months.
I keep
Prep?
waiting for a night where
Or just the show would be a month-long show.
Yeah, it'd be
Oh, really?
stupid. Like I would have to literally eat, sleep, and shit on that thing.
So do you do the Stitch stuff and all that, or the Twitch stuff? Stitch. Twitch and all that too when you're playing?
Yeah, so we recently migrated from Facebook to Twitch. We weren't getting the reach that we were anticipating. Been on there for a while, and
how'd that go? I've been wondering about that.
it's rough, man. It's an uphill battle because we're starting over, right?
Basically, yeah.
We are 2, what do you call those, milestones away from being an affiliate. So it happened a lot faster than I thought it would, but those last 2 milestones are just tough.
The bad thing for me, being I guess this age and everything, is I forget about Twitch.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I forget about it, and I forget
I'll usually
that
hear
that's
about it
going
on the
over
radio.
there, and then once I see something, it's too late to tune in, and I don't know.
I like when the
get
OnlyFans
aggravated.
girls do Twitch streams
Oh,
while
isn't
they're
that fair?
playing.
I mean,
Yeah.
playing
fun.
games.
Amaroth is the only one I used to watch on Twitch. So
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them now, dude. Like if you like just logging into Twitch, right? You just bombarded with just random half-naked women in hot
Are ya?
tubs doing ASMR for no reason. And I'm just like,
I love America.
I thought this was for
Actually,
gaming.
it's worldwide now, but
yeah,
our perverted asses probably put it all together. I imagine.
I'm sure.
See,
it's
I don't
here.
think that's a land where our stream should go. If we simulcast, it'll be YouTube and Facebook at some point, but I don't think we should even dibble into Twitch.
I just want to get paid at some point. Some kind of donation.
Me too. Me too.
Besides our executive producer, who has basically taken on the cost of our living
Yeah.
lately.
He is making this show stay afloat with our server fees.
Yeah. Honestly, he's basically owns the show.
And our server fees have gone up.
Mm.
Holy crap, his server fees gone up.
Really,
Oh my God.
it's the Biden inflation.
I think Biden inflation, like to keep this show alive, is almost $500 a year.
Yikes.
Good gosh, man.
Like seriously.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
We need to do some more. Remember back in the day when we were all young
And this shit doesn't
and
cost money?
vibrant, and we didn't have gray beards. We do like shows and
Yeah.
I mean, we should have raised money back then.
I know how server storage works. Server storage, it gets cheaper as the years go by. It shouldn't get more expensive.
I know my storage facility that I just put my twin bed in. It wasn't. It hadn't gone up that much.
And
No.
can you put a server in there with a fiber line? Can we get a DS3 in there?
I bet we could pull it off.
How would you power it though? Generator?
Something, I don't know. Pirate it. It's-
Texas grid's going down.
That's why we got to pay more money.
Let's just throw out their hot political opinions randomly this whole show.
If the Texas grid goes down, does that mean more Skittle fentanyl gets in our bodies?
It's got to.
Okay.
It's got to.
So do we want that to happen or no?
Do we want the Skittle fentanyl getting into our body?
Yeah, when the grid goes down?
For the first time, I think I'm on the fence.
I can't dabble with opioids. That's bad for me. I get addicted really quick. So I've learned I'm to the point where if I have a surgery, I'm the guy that asks for those Advil 900s. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because I have too much of an addictive personality, and I loved opiates.
So you don't want to
They
taste
were
the
so
rainbow.
fun. I don't want to taste the fentanyl rainbow
You know?
at all. I would be the guy that accidentally gets fentanyl rainbow dust
Yeah.
blown on me, and I die. Like they said that
God.
cops have to wear gloves and stuff now.
Yeah.
That would be me because I would not ingest.
You're not the guy that
Any
can just
anymore.
stick your nose all in it and be like, "Ugh."
Not these days.
Not all be all hardcore.
Nope.
All right.
That's the unwoke Matt.
So we've strayed way from the show notes already, but
Yep.
that's how this show works. Thanksgiving recap. We had a Cowboys game.
A good one too for once.
That's the first time they've won in 4 years
Man,
on
Parsons.
Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah. Did y'all watch the game? Did you watch
Oh
the game?
yeah, I watched
I
it.
watched the end of it.
You watched the end of it? I was there. Then the first half, I was kind of like, all right, here we go.
It looked like another typical Thanksgiving outing by the Dallas Cowboys.
I made a trip over to Todd and saw them and threw back some Coke and Jack.
You didn't do squirt and
No.
Gin?
I hadn't learned about squirt and gin yet.
squirt and gin.
So then I... Sounds terrible.
Squirt and
10
gin.
or 12-year-old me, man.
So then we walk back over and we're like, hey, this shit's
It's panned out.
panned out. We're going to win this one. Pull this one out.
Super Bowl.
So spent Thanksgiving with my extended family out the stadium. That was fun. Thanksgiving at the stadium is always weird. Just because you never know about that crowd that's going to be out there.
Hmm.
People that are out there are really dedicated to the Cowboys
Well,
over their family.
Wow.
it's what I've told you. It's these people that save up all year long that live out in Palestine, Texas. They're like, I'm taking the family to the Cowboy game this year. And usually they go in, we get beat, they get in a bad mood, they beat the hell out of their wives, and then they get thrown out.
Jeez.
Okay.
And they drink a lot.
Yeah.
It's the guy with the big chain with the star on it, you know, that guy.
I'm going to take a picture of all those guys because there's like 300 of
man.
them at every game.
It's like, dude, you're not a rapper. Look at you.
And that's plastic.
And it's
It's not
plastic.
real.
Rappers go by. They spend money on that stuff
Yours
doesn't-
is a blue
it's a toy.
chain that you bought from
at Toys R Us.
Yeah. Or some weird Mardi Gras shop on Bourbon Street.
There's nothing that beats me down worse than overzealous Cowboy fan at the stadium. I know the team needs people like that to just yell.
You've seen the guy that makes
Random
his own
shit.
helmets, right? The big, giant, oversized helmets.
Imagine sitting behind that guy.
He's always in the Miller Lite Club. He's got Miller Lite Club tickets, and that's always where he
Surely they
hangs
don't
out.
let him sit in the seats with that thing.
No.
on.
But he's always on camera. He's in the Miller Lite Club. They always go to him. This year, his big helmet looked like a giant turkey with
Yeah.
lights coming out.
If you had to hang out in a Walmart or right in the general admission, like way up nosebleed seats of actually, those people are actually more grateful up there. It's the ones that spend all the money from Palestine, Texas, that are the rednecks in the help. Never mind. That was almost unwoke. Almost went back to the days of Seth and the early days of Jerry
Vegas.
Jonestown Massacre. Cállate la boca, chicazo, pinche otto.
Whoa.
That days.
Jeez.
But it's always that crew that comes in and just overdoes. Like, dude, calm down, man. It's cool to be into your team.
Act like you've been somewhere.
Act like you've been somewhere. So my question is, Walmart or staying and hanging out with a bunch of guys like that at the Cowboy game?
So this
Which
guy,
would you rather have?
this guy right here,
Man, I want to punch that dude in the
He's
face.
got a very punchable face.
he owns his own company.
I'm sure he's rich.
And yeah, he's kind of they make these helmets. He's like a helmet manufacturer guy.
I guarantee you he has worn jeans that had those crazy ass like those prints, like Ed Hardy jeans or something.
Why won't this be the right size that I need it to be right now? Yeah, he's
What has he got in his hand?
that's a giant turkey leg. But he's ridiculous. I had to hang out with him one night at the Glass Cactus
Oh man,
Dude,
Glass
I-
Cactus alone.
during a calendar release party, and it was quite silly.
I went to the Glass Cactus a couple of weeks ago. Saw a Beatles cover band.
Really some non-disclosure here, huh?
It was not me and my monkey for sure. Remember those guys?
Yeah.
They used to play at Daddy Rocks.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd punch this guy in the face.
I don't get it, man. It's like what the game that I went to a couple of weeks ago. We never hooked up, but you were busy, and I didn't. I'd partied all weekend at the Glass Cactus.
I tried to get you into good places where you get free drinks,
I
and
didn't
free
have it
food.
in me, man.
You
I
didn't-
was at the Gaylord acting like I was a rock star.
Oh,
the
is that
whole-
when you went?
Mhm.
Mm.
So we sat in our seats probably 10 minutes total because we sat down. Here comes family man from East Texas and his whole family. I'm
From
sure he's-
Palestine?
From Palestine, Texas. I'm sure he had one of them those big ass oil field trucks and stuff. Well, the first thing he does when he sits down, hadn't even had a beer. All right, let's go, Cowboys! And is there anything more beating than the guy that's sitting in front of you that turns around, stands up, and starts going, "Come on!" Like doing this, like he's the cheerleader. He's the one that's telling you, "It's time now. It's time to get rowdy. Come on, guys."
He thinks he's Michael Irvin
Yeah,
yelling at you.
that guy and Wave Guy.
You know what time it is?
Yeah.
It's our time. You don't let them come into
It's
our
so
house.
WWE out there
Mm.
during the games. I don't see how you do it, man.
Because I don't run around where
True.
the peons are.
Well, that's what I've told people.
I don't.
I've gone to several games with you, and it's nice because you're down on the field, and that's up like 20 feet in the air, and you don't have to deal with any of that
Or
stuff.
this, like even this season, we're behind the rails of
I guess
where
it's when
common
you're-
folk are
right.
and where rich folk are.
I guess my question
there is
is,
a divider in that stadium.
when you have to truck around the stadium, that's where it gets to be a beating.
Oh
I
yeah,
bet.
like when we walked around to see Todd, I was like, oh god.
They
we
see you
could
got a
either-
camera, and they're all like, "Whoa!
Yeah, take my picture, man.
Troy Aikman's greatest thing that ever walked the face of the earth."
Hey man, what kind of camera is that? Well, let me tell you
Yeah.
how great Michael Irvin was.
Yeah,
And you're like, I don't care.
No, because those two.
I don't
corner.
care. Yeah,
Man.
I don't care.
Jimmy Johnson was the greatest coach ever.
Michael Irvin was the Nikon of cameras.
Nolan
What?
Ryan could have been an MMA fighter. Like what? Nolan Ryan didn't even play for the Cowboys, man.
Yeah, that was weird. I watched his documentary on Netflix.
What? You want to start some shit? No, I don't want to start any shit. I just want to be left alone.
Shut up, Daniel Ike.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just start calling everybody that.
What
out
are you,
there.
gay or something? Are you a gay wad? Dude, calm down, all
Calm
right?
down. I'm
Listen,
blind.
and then I'm behind you going, "No,
I mean-
he's gay. I mean, he's blind. He's gay.
He's gay. He's blind.
He's black." That's some throwback.
Yeah.
Some
You
throwback.
have to just look up. He's
Cyn-
gay. He's blind. He's
Yeah,
gay.
he's gay. I bet you could.
Cynthia is-
So, hey, Google that real quick. He's gay. He's blind, and see what happens.
YouTube. Oh no, just straight up Google.
Or Google or YouTube. Yeah, YouTube too. It's the
He's
same
gay.
thing, right?
He's blind.
What came up?
Yeah, it just came up. The YouTube.
There she is?
Straight up. There she is. It's the first thing.
Please
It's not
play.
going to play up there. It's going to play on here.
Let's do it.
So we can hear it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Right after the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. I mean, he's gay. Excuse me. He's blind. So we'll hear about that coming up.
Okay. as you
I
heard
like
the
how
break-
she repeats it too. He's gay. He's gay. I mean, no, I'm sorry.
he's
blind.
blind. And then someone did the edit where it just goes back and forth for like 10 minutes. He's gay. I mean, he's blind. I
Like-
mean, he's
like
gay.
last
I mean, he's
week's
gay.
show?
I mean, he's gay. So he's blind.
Did we get any complaints about that?
No. We got a complaint from YouTube.
The JFK blown away?
Yeah.
Whoa.
They didn't like it, huh?
They said it wouldn't be played in some countries.
Eh,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah. Probably those hosting the World Cup,
So Qatar.
which we'll get to.
Is it Qatar or Qatar? Because I've heard several people say Qatar on
I've
the
heard
radio.
it both. I've heard it both ways, so I think it depends
And
on how southern
The-
you are.
I'm going to sound real Palestinian, and I mean Palestine, Texas.
Oh man, no.
But what are people from Qatar Qatarians?
I think they're
Or
guitar heroes.
Qatar. There you go, Dante. That is the title of your next show, Guitar Heroes,
Guitar
and you're going to play
Heroes.
Guitar Hero and talk about the
Can I borrow
World Cup.
that? I need to borrow that. I will do it.
Guitar
You know-
Heroes, dude.
I will do that.
I bought this in the UAE.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I didn't buy the band in the UAE, but I bought the I forgot.
Oh, it
it's
didn't
not
come
called
as a
scarf.
package? It didn't come
It's
as
not
a-
scarf. No. I can't remember what these are technically called, but yeah.
Well, I know what rednecks call it.
Target. Black Friday. Did any of y'all participate in Black Friday?
Absolutely not. Not one bit. We're not going to let you glaze over that. You're not getting
That's
away
what
with that.
rednecks would call it.
This is why none of our shows get on YouTube anymore, because we always have some crazy random act of violence notification on. calling
I've been
people
sick.
from Qatar.
I'm still have
We call them bullet sponges.
I still have fever. What do you
I
call
think
it?
so. Fever dreams.
Fever dreams, fever, whatever. I just speak what's on my mind without thinking about it. I have that
It's like
problem.
Tourette's.
It's just like,
Yeah.
it just hit me. I don't think that, should I be saying this or not?
It's too late.
And then I just deal with the consequences later.
Sometimes you just don't say things in public. That's
Well-
what our podcast should be called. We're on a transitional phase of the Jerry
Yeah.
Jonestown Massacre podcast show, and if we have to take a new name, there you go.
There you
Some
go.
of the things you just can't say in public.
That will be the new show title. Or I like that.
Yeah.
Things you can't say in public.
Some things you just
Some
can't
things
say in public. Isn't that
just
what the
can't.
line is?
There are just some
It's
things
Clerks,
you don't
right?
talk about.
Is
in
it Clerks?
public. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Not Clerks.
It's Mallrats.
It's Mallrats. Yeah.
I'd have to look it up. Did you get to spend time with the family, Dante?
I did.
Some good times.
I actually did my first Thanksgiving meal this year.
You cooked up turkey?
I cooked. Well, I didn't cook turkey, so actually someone smoked a turkey for me, but I did cook a ham, all the sides.
How'd you cook the ham?
In the oven, per the instructions. I just followed in
Did you
directions.
glaze it?
I did, which I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I think I messed it up bad.
Honey?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You just
came
got to
with,
make
like,
it
this-
sweet.
Well, it came with like this powder stuff, and I was like,
Cocaine?
yeah, what's it?
Rainbow fentanyl?
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I tried to follow the instructions, and it just did not work out for me at all. So I ended up ruining it.
So
but-
the powder was the glaze?
Yeah, it was a powdered glaze, and then you had to like add water and something else to it, and you were supposed to like sprinkle it on after cooking it after so long, and I don't think I mixed it right.
That was your first Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, luckily
They're
no
good,
one,
aren't they?
Luckily,
They
no
taste
one was
good.
there to eat it. So
They're good, though.
Dude,
I like Thanksgiving meals.
infrared turkey is the way to go.
wait,
Infrared turkey. Interesting.
What is?
Yeah.
What is that?
Tell us about this.
Infrared cookers. You don't need grease. You don't
Is
need
it like the air fryer type thing?
You don't need an air fryer. It is actually infrared heat. Heats the turkey.
You get cancer from eating it?
No. But you get superpowers.
Oh, okay.
No. Freaking fantastic. Cooks it clean through. Takes a little bit longer, but these infrared cookers are amazing.
Does it make you shoot
But
farther?
you can also do Yes, it actually does. So you
What
can
is
hit that
what's
target.
the vitamin? Is it
Zinc.
iron or zinc? I'm sorry, babe. I had an infrared turkey last night.
Give me lots of zinc. And it also, with the extra zinc, you don't catch COVID.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's both. But ham is the same way. You can put it in a infrared
Where do you buy
fryer.
these things?
Academy.
Oh, is this
anywhere.
this is
Yeah,
something that's been out for
Home
a while?
Depot,
You said
yeah.
infrared then.
Yeah, infrared.
I thought you said laser a while ago.
No. Hold the turkey up to your lightsaber.
Laser light take turkey.
Yeah. Hold it 3 inches from your lightsaber and rotate, and then you're done. No,
So what I want to do is
it's infrared turkey.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I want to do one of these smoked turkeys, these smoked fried turkeys that people talk about. Now that I'm a smoker.
Is your pit big enough for it?
Yeah.
It will.
Yeah.
It'll put a turkey
So,
there.
but have you guys tried one of those?
I got a bunch of ribs out there. You need to take them home and smoke them up for me.
Yeah. Okay. They'll stay there and end up in my belly. It'll give me protein.
A rack for a rack. I give you a rack. I give you two racks. You give me one
okay.
rack.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You see how it is.
But I will tell you this though, I haven't done a rack I haven't done a rack in a while.
Oh, okay.
So give me a couple of try. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. Do a test
That's great.
run.
I'll just smoke them on mine. I just wanted
Yeah.
to see how yours would taste.
Mine's gonna taste good. It's just I wanted some test runs. I did my first brisket a couple of weeks ago, and it turned out good. But you could tell it's a beginner brisket. Like
Winco is the place to go get
meat.
Yeah, I've heard that before. So
We got the
Winco's
tomahawks
great.
up there.
Yeah, you got to go in there at certain times when they have them, but they got them. But ribs, that's where I
That's
go
it?
get them now, man. That's the place to get them.
You got beef ribs or
Oh, I just
baby
go pork.
back.
I go
Pork.
pork. Yeah, I go pork.
Nice.
That's how I like them. Pull that skin off.
You know, have I told you
I do
about
have
the
some beef
time
ribs
that
in there, though.
Johnson and I accidentally made the greatest beef ribs ever made
With rainbow fentanyl?
with rainbow fentanyl? And I drowned a mouse in a bucket that night
What? That's
with
how you
with
made
a
them?
wiffle ball bat.
Oh. this turn into a Beastie Boys song? What just happened?
A true story. You can ask Johnson.
You drowned a mouse with a wiffle ball
In
bat
a bucket.
in a bucket.
Yes.
While your ribs were cooking.
And I was trying to do a mercy kill because it was suffering. It was stuck to a trap. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to step on its head. So my genius thought was drown it in a bucket with a wiffle ball bat. I know. I needed therapy then.
So,
is this past the statute of limitations?
I don't know, man.
God, we just pissed off PETA.
PETA?
Yep, I'm gonna say they'll be beating the door down at any moment.
Well, we're gonna have the Iranian army after us pretty soon because I got some things, some observations from the match that I'd like to get into in a little bit.
We're gonna get into that.
Oh boy.
On Friday, I spent time with my family. It was great seeing everybody. It's been a while. Everybody's been sick and stuff. And everybody's getting old, so you
A lot of people are sick.
So it's finally we could all get together and everybody felt good, and it was good to see everybody. Spent the whole day with them out in Weatherford. It was fantastic. Tried to go to that academy out there twice. No go. That academy parking lot from door to highway, full
For
of
Black
cars.
Friday sales, huh?
Yeah, the good guns are out there. The good ammo's out there. That's what I tried to go get, but there was none of that happening. And then Saturday, took a little stroll. I talked about it a little bit last week, but for the first time went out to No Fest. And this is a festival, it's been going on for like 17 years. And I think we've talked about it years past that I've wanted to go out there to it. It's a festival out south of Cisco in a little ghost town called Romney.
Sorry, y'all.
That is about 10 miles south of Cisco, between Cisco and Rising Star. What is, a guy bought a church. Church sat abandoned for a while. He bought it in 2006 and has slowly started renovating it and doing stuff to it. And every year has this big music festival out there that includes a bunch of our friends here in the Fort Worth scene. They come out. I think a few people come out from Abilene, maybe Lubbock. And
Hell yeah, we're going to Cowboy game
You
too
can-
afterwards.
you can camp out. People show up like on Friday night. They camp. Then all day Saturday's music up until like 2 a.m. because you're out in the middle of nowhere. No one gives a shit what you do. All sorts of stuff's happening.
There's no last call.
There is no last call for anything. I was going to camp, but kind of backed out because it was cold, and I didn't want to freeze my dingus off. So stayed out there pretty late, came back that night, but saw Big Heaven play, saw Upsetting play, saw this dude, I can't remember his name. If Mandy or Susie are in the chat room, they could tell me. He basically played every instrument. He set up a drum kit, a bass guitar, a regular guitar, and a bunch of electronics, and he played them all and bounced around by himself, which seemed like a complete pain in the ass to set all that up and then play them all himself. Like he would get a track going on the laptop, then he'd run back, start playing some drums. And it all worked, but it just seemed like way too
lot
much
of work.
energy. And like, I'd be like, I don't want to drag all that shit around with me.
You think someone
Just
that
do
does?
this.
I've seen some of these guys that do this too. I follow some on Instagram that do the one man band thing. I think those guys are control freaks, and that's why they're one man bands.
Well, that's what Trent Reznor was with Nine Inch Nails. So
Yeah, true.
But the
Was
flyer-
he like Trent Reznor?
No, he wasn't the Trent Reznor of
Oh,
Cisco,
Cisco?
Texas, or Romney. This is the flyer. Ooh, it's upside down.
That's cool.
This is the flyer they were giving away to everybody. Came out. You could just grab it off the wall or whatever. But the layout is the church.
Oh, neat.
And what's cool is, like, here's where you entered. And some things kind of tell you what's going on. But this was the main
Where do they take the little boys?
chapel room. We're going to get to that. But this is the main chapel room. And then you had a hallway that went to another, they call it the linoleum room. And that's where
Where-
other bands played.
Where does the
Kitchen.
ATF and the FBI and the
If I was the ATF.
punch in the punches in the wall so the flames will will flow through faster
through
and burn
faster and
quicker
burn everybody.
and more intense.
We're gonna get to that here in a minute too. But you go down this way, and they turn it an art gallery, and all these are little dorms. So from the highway, all I saw was this part, and I was like
the front of it.
it's a nice small little thing, and you get in there, and you're like, holy shit, this thing
Is it like
goes
God's
back
place?
forever and ever. And then there's these dorms, and they had these dorms set up.
It's like a cult.
They had these dorms set up as different like art exhibits inside of the dorms. As you're walking through, I was like, just like, holy fuck, this is badass. Brain starts turning.
It sounds like God's
shit I
place
would
on
do.
crack.
It kind of is. It was
Steroids.
really close. But it was so badass how they had it laid out, how things ran, bands in and out. I just kind of sat back for a little bit just watching how everything was working and the inner workings of everything. They took a big family picture of everybody that was there.
How many people attend this thing?
There was probably, I don't know. He capped it, I think, this year at 100, 150, something like that. Next year will probably be a little more wide open.
Because they're going to do some additions.
They're going to do some stuff. I bought a piece of art. This is actually from the guy that owns the joint. It's all a bunch of prints, a bunch of stamping, ink stamping. I was like, that's fucking cool. But you can buy art there. They had like bands were playing nonstop. You could run around. You could play disc golf. They had disc golf set up.
Oh, nice.
They were playing just like football out front. It was like everybody was just having fun. Like it was just a good old time. It was great. Muddy.
Yeah, because all the rain and stuff we've had.
If we'd gone like the previous years when it was hot, and I would have camped out there no problem and had fun. But it was freezing ass cold, and it rained all day, Friday, Saturday. But as the sun went down,
I loved it too.
As the sun went down, all the clouds blew out. So I went in to watch. Maybe it was during Big Heaven. I had to come out and take a piss, and they have porta potties. That's the only bad thing is you have to piss in a porta potty out there by your truck or whatever. But I walked out.
They don't believe in plumbing?
They're having plumbing issues they need fixed out there, and since it's all well and septic, there's issues. Mm-hmm. But I walked out and looked up. Skies had opened, no clouds. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Every star in the Milky Way is just wide open, and it's just beautiful.
So you pulled your
It
dong
was
out.
great. I did. Mars was gigantic, so I just was like, "You take this, Mars."
I had an infrared turkey yesterday.
Infrared turkey.
I can reach
Take
it.
this. But it was cool. Next year, I highly think we should make a little cruise out there, attend this, and check it out some more.
All right. Put me down, man. I'll do it.
Hopefully some of our friends. It's always the music is always on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. So hopefully, we can line that up. Maybe some of our friends will be playing out there. I think Mean Motor Scooters played it before and shit in the past, but I kept seeing stickers of people we know. It's like, oh, they've all played it. Oh, okay. Oh. It's cool.
Any Ex-Mobius stickers out there?
No Ex-Mobius stickers. The next thing, I guess it's pretty obvious on the list, was I was sick on Tuesday. That's what we're doing on Thursday.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was in, y'all were watching USA versus Iran. I was in hallucinogenic cold state where I was dreaming up weird shit
That's
that I
something
probably
different.
need to lay down on a couch and talk to people about.
I was going to say, you're acting like this is from the sickness?
I don't know. I may have been spouting it out a little bit here tonight. But I had a question for you, Matt. And this came up
Deep
today.
thought question?
And Dante, you can join in.
Go ahead, Dante.
Maybe you can participate. If you feel like it.
All right.
I mean, the option's yours.
Blum, blum,
it could
blum,
be questionable.
blum.
Yeah.
Oh. Got my
He's
attention.
on. He turned.
You have a proctologist.
Do I?
Yeah. Do you?
I don't. I went and got a colonoscopy once, and I need to get one now.
Say you had one.
Yes.
A normal one. And
And
it's a
then-
guy.
Is this the two hands on the table thing? And
No.
whoa.
But it's a guy. But then you found out he was gay. Would you stop going to him? or would you?
If he was a good proctologist, no, I would not stop going to him.
I have something to add to that.
Okay.
I would absolutely go
Most
to him and
random
recommend him.
question I've
And I'm gonna
ever
tell you
heard.
why. He's probably very well versed back there, and will be super gentle.
That is my thought exactly.
I don't know about the gentle part.
Well, it depends on what he's into.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see him strap it up in leather beforehand.
If it's the bear, you're in trouble.
But that was my exact thought too. Was he's probably well versed.
That is the most random thought I think I've ever heard you come up with.
It's weird things
for the show.
I
thought you were going to ask me if I was okay if my last doctor's appointment went well.
No, I was just
my
wondering
checkup.
if you would keep going to him or not.
I don't think I would have any problem with that. For one, I don't think I would. I don't know how. I don't know how I would know. It's kind of like these teachers that are talking about their sex life in school. How does that even come up?
But what
Mr.
if you
Doctor,
walk
are you
in?
gay?
What if you get?
That's very blunt. And
the front of the office is okay, but you get back into the waiting room and there's all this
blum 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 blum
paraphernalia everywhere.
What
Flags
paraphernalia?
and stuff.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Stuff that made it aware.
Symbols are there.
Symbols.
There's some symbolism.
Like I go to my doctor now. My regular
who's blind,
doctor who's gay. I mean blind. I mean gay. No, but my regular family doctor now, like his waiting rooms, one is full of Dallas Cowboys stuff and one is Star stuff. And I swear they've got me on their little checklist thing to always put me in the Dallas Cowboys room because he knows.
So let me play devil's advocate and reverse it on you now. If you're a gay man and your proctologist is straight, are you out?
Well, I wouldn't know.
I'm out.
Don't try to reverse this on me because I'm a straight man. I see what you're trying to do. I don't have an answer.
I know.
I don't know, but that's what hit me.
Did Jeremy send that question in?
No. But another listener was wondering that.
Okay.
So there's
no,
your answer,
I would
Susie.
have no problem with the answer, Susie, is I would have no problem if I found out my proctologist was gay. I wouldn't give a shit.
Would you still sing Moon River? Moon River. Was that Fletch?
I think so.
He was too. All right, so the reason we have Dante in here is to ask him about what the fuck's going on with Kanye.
What do I represent? All black people? What the
I like how
thought
you told him we
were
were doing a show about soccer.
That's what kind of what I thought too. Yeah.
And you just hit him upside the head with Kanye Nazi.
Well, I think we were talking. He was invited to do the show,
I just
and
heard
then
it, right.
Kanye got on. Alex Jones was like, "What the hell?"
What was
I
that?
think that's why we were
Have you
watching
heard
the
it
second
yet?
match,
I haven't-
right?
I haven't
It's
seen
very
it, but we were
disturbing.
watching
I mean,
it.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with this guy, man.
I'm a fan of Kanye's too.
Are we allowed
So I
to
don't
listen
like
to him?
I don't like that. I don't like
the
I hope-
human population in general. Are they allowed to listen to
I don't
Kanye anymore?
know.
I almost
Old
hope that
Kanye.
it's
Old Kanye.
shtick, that he's doing shtick to a publicity type stunt thing. But man, this thing's going on and getting worse and worse. And then now he does this on Alex. What was he doing on Alex Jones' show? Period.
You're
Like, why
not a
was he-
Nazi.
Do you want to hear some?
Yeah, let's hear some. So Dante has some perspective of how this thing.
Okay, so yeah, I'll
Sounded.
just start it up. I've got two clips here, so I'll just play them up. Here we go. Here's the first one.
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Oh, there's more.
Here's the second one. Let's see here.
If you're
And-
wondering why he sounds muffled,
Oh, he's got a full.
yeah,
mask?
he's
Yeah, he's got the-
he has the
seen-
full
I've
mask.
seen-
Oh, you have seen it?
Well, I've not seen the whole interview, but I've seen like just little things in here and there, and I'm just like, what is wrong with this guy?
All right, here we go. Here's the second one.
I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the
Thank
Hugo
you,
Boss
Alex.
uniforms, amazing. But
Wait. The Hugo Boss uniforms are amazing. I don't think Hitler was a bad guy, but the Hugo Boss uniforms were amazing. I don't think Hitler was a good guy,
Them
but
skulls-
Volkswagens, they're amazing. As I say, as I have one in my driveway.
Well, oh, that reminds me. Did you guys hear that out of protest, Alyssa Milano
Gave up her Tesla?
Gave up her Tesla and bought a VW.
Yeah.
Because she was saying it was because he's
she's smart.
She was so hot. I can't believe she's still hot, but man,
You can still be hot, but be dumb as a box of rocks.
Okay, they usually are. Oh wait, is that
Wait,
too much?
oh, say it, huh?
All right.
No.
All right, here we go.
I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniforms, but that's about
No, there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things.
I don't think
There's too much passion in that, dog. I'm sorry.
That one is the one that threw me way off. There's a
don't-
whole bunch all over Twitter. You can go grab a bunch of audio.
Oh, wow.
But that one right there, I was like, yeah, the way he says that, the way he holds out that love.
Yeah, that's crazy. So there's Kanye does this thing where you'll see little glimpses of like things that come out of his mouth when he's not spouting an incoherent word salad that makes you think, hey, maybe this guy's onto something, and then he goes into a shit like this,
Yeah.
and you're just like, dude. So
it's
are
very
you-
manic.
It's crazy. I hate to use that word, but it's very like I don't know, man. He's
It's very
Have
manic.
you watched his thing, his documentary on, is it on Netflix?
I believe
The
so.
3-part documentary?
It's a great documentary.
I think it was on Prime? I think I saw.
One of them.
Yeah, I
But
think it
the
was the first
3-part they
one.
did?
I think I saw the first part of it.
Well, towards the
So-
end, he starts.
The first one makes me feel kind of bad for him because no one wants to hang out with him. And like he does all this work with and for Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's even like, dude, I don't want to hang out with you. I don't want to be around you. I'm not going to be seen with you. You're nuts or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same one where he goes into that party. Or he goes in the
record
Rockefeller, and he's
Yeah.
like walking around, going
The
room
label.
to room, playing his tape and everything for everybody or CD, and no one's there to listen to it. So he's like
CD's
playing it to
nuts.
the receptionist and shit. It's so okay. Eric says it's on Netflix.
So okay.
It's a good
It's
documentary.
so fucking weird, like that. You kind of feel bad, like, oh well, this is why he's all shit on. But all these people must have had forethought that this guy's fucking nuts. He's crazy.
It sounds when he says these type of things in that pumped up manner. It sounds. I know that I think I've heard that he might be bipolar. That's the manic side of it. When you have manic, like not the depressive side. That's the manic side. When you start hearing stuff like that, and remember the scene in the documentary where he's talking to some business guys and he has like the bulletproof vest on or no shirt or something, and they're out like at a beach house or something, and he just starts going off, and everybody's kind of
They
all the
start
business
easing
guys,
back,
yeah, they're just
like,
kind of looking
what's
at him
happening?
like. And I think that it might be if it's not shtick, it's not publicity. It has to do with some of his. It has to do with if he has a mental condition, which I think he said that he's bipolar.
I think everybody else has said it around him, right? Like everybody that's in his camp, and even
It's just
Kim did and stuff.
that's typical. That sounds like a model A, class A, bipolar type of statement. And the way he's talking, the way he's all up about it and everything, I'm like, oh, I got to tell you this. It's almost like cocaine. It's like when you're coked up and you're, I got this great idea. I got these ideas, I want to make these T-shirts, and these T-shirts are gonna it's gonna say Hitler was good, and just listen to me for a little bit. Hear me out. It kind of that's what it's like. I think. Hopefully, it's shtick, and he's got some kind of genius stuff behind it that he's gonna reveal later. But we're going on like 6 months of this type
he's
of
digging that whole real
he's not
deep,
like
man.
Joaquin Phoenix in it.
going through a bender.
Well, like he was playing a part that whole time.
Method acting.
A method acting where he was getting ready for that.
But I
film
tell
he
you
was
what,
gonna
could
shoot,
you know
and
what will
everybody's like,
stop
he's
it?
losing his mind, but he wasn't.
You know how
it came out.
we could stop it is just people don't when he's in that condition, don't video him. Don't record it.
Or don't have him on shit. Don't talk.
I don't think he's gonna. He's probably getting to the point where he's. I mean, he is.
Well, he's running out of money, so he's got to do things to earn some kind
He's
of
got
income.
a lot of
But
money, though.
it's the same thing with the whole Trump bullshit. Stop reporting him. Stop putting him number one on the news. Stop following him around with cameras. Just ignore.
The media makes him the cult of personality.
Yeah,
That's the
Stop.
thing.
If you ignore them, they go away. They disappear. If everybody took the sign of like, just stop following this fucker around and stop talking about him, he'll disappear.
Well,
He'll go away.
this gets me back to the same thing that I say over and over again on the show. And the mainstream media, like TV,
No, they
radio,
need it.
they are the enemy of this country right now. What they have done they've gaslit this whole country, and it's across the board. It's politics. It's health. It's everything you can think of. The mass media has completely gaslit this whole country. And we're all in prison because of it, because no one knows what to trust. No one knows what to do. No one knows what is real, what's not real. And until we start addressing the problems with media and what's going on with these big conglomerates, CNN, Fox, all these stupid ass big conglomerates, these people, like the average U.S. citizen just gobbles this crap down. Like there's so many people that just go home, turn the news on, and believe everything they hear and just take it like that's the word.
That's how I'm
right
supposed
there.
to think.
That's how I'm supposed to think. And they have no idea how brainwashed they are, because the people that they talk to are doing the same thing. That person's doing the same thing. The next person's doing the same thing. They're all watching the same garbage. They're not using their brain in the right way. Your brain is to think, to critically think. And it's like the mainstream media has completely taken away the ability to critically think because of what how bad they've gaslit everybody. It used to be information. Get the news out. There's a news story, report the facts, have 3 sources.
Everything's
confirm
Entertainment
sources.
Tonight now.
Now it's all Entertainment Tonight, Twitter,
And how fast you can get it out.
how fast you can get it out, who you can talk shit about.
Doesn't even have to
And
be accurate now.
Doesn't have to be accurate at all.
That's right.
That's what we always talk about. The trending right now, Japan versus Spain, which is what we're going to get to. Daisy Ridley, because she's at Lucasfilm right now doing something, and everybody's speculating. And then InfoWars, Trump, Kanye, Nazis.
Kanye Nazis.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, anyway. So, are we ready?
Jeez.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I am ready, man.
Let's dance. So, oh shit, why did it stop? God damn it, this button isn't set to keep playing.
Man, I'll
as I
tell you
turn it
what,
down.
they have been blasting some tunes out there at the stadiums, though. It's like you'll hear some bass sometimes, like, what is that, man? That sounds pretty cool, whatever they're playing. Sometimes they'll play some stuff, and you're just going,
Ooh, what's this? All right. Yeah.
Fishbowl party?
I think so.
Confirmation?
This is the music we're going to be playing.
Why do you, wait. Do you have 2 watches on?
No, I just have one.
Oh.
What are you looking at? I'm not.
The bracelets, I thought you were throwing back to me having 7 watches on each arm because of the
It's
time
not-
zones.
It's not swatch time. What? I'm an F1 driver. How many of these I have? Oh, speaking of which, we are 93 days from the beginning of the F1
3
season.
months away.
And I don't want F1 to take over World Cup talk,
Shut up, Siri.
but if you have time, hop on YouTube and
Oh,
watch.
yeah, that's cool. I've heard about YouTube.
YouTube's awesome. Aston Martin put out a video, Sebastian Vettel, one last time. We watched the beginning of it here,
That's good.
and it was already like, holy fuck, this is so gorgeous and badass. I haven't got to watch it yet. It's 20 minutes long, but I have seen people talk about like, oh my god, it's great. And I forgot it was up there until we started the show, so if you have time, go check it out. It's on YouTube. World Cup. We move out of group play, and we are slowly entering the knockout
Knockouts.
rounds. We have
Yeah,
one
we got
more
the
day
game.
of group play, and then in knockout rounds, the brackets are being set.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing,
Man, what a tournament this has been.
and it's gonna be anybody's. It's gonna be anybody's.
I'm
man.
It's-
tending to agree.
So wild. I want to go with my theory that CERN has fucked up the world
And that's why this
and
is happening.
thus has fucked up the entire World Cup.
Oh man.
I'm sticking with that theory, and you're not moving me out of it. Put me on InfoWars with Alex Jones, and I'll wear this headdress.
You know what? I was thinking just a while ago, you should rock that. You should rock that look when we go out.
It's
Just grow the beard out more.
apparently this is
I like it.
not, and this is in the show notes here. I've got it down here. Apparently, if your team colors are red and white, it's okay to wear chic head garb as your team plays.
Head garb. Easy there.
Well, but I mean, anything's head garb,
Yeah,
right?
True.
But you see old Polish men cheering for Poland.
Big fat dongs.
I haven't seen their dong, sir, but you.
Well, I think
you
Polish
see 'em
guys have
wear
the
it.
girth, right?
You see them wear it, and you're like, last time I checked, there weren't any sheiks in Poland.
At all.
I like the guys wearing the Budweiser sport jackets.
That's funny too. Even though Budweiser, the only thing on site is their non-alcoholic beer, the zero.
So when
Bud,
you see, when
Bud
you see,
Zero,
when you see these guys with beers in the stands, that's NA.
it's Bud Zero.
Because I was wondering that they had a couple of close-up shots during the Iranian U.S. match. Iran and U.S. I guess that's the way you should say it. And guys would have these big, like 32-ounce, like
Tall boys.
yeah, the tall boys in the cups, the big solo cups,
It
kind of
was-
like they do at the concerts.
Were they Iranian guys or
no,
U.S.
these were
guys?
U.S. guys, and
They're bros
It's
that
NA,
just
huh?
can't live without beer.
The beer
taste
taste.
of beer, and they act like they're drunk.
what's the
but they're
point? Why
not
would you?
getting drunk?
Why would you pay $14 for an NA?
Well, you know what? We talked about this last week, right? That Budweiser,
Keep them coming.
2 days before the
Yeah.
event started, was Qatar said no alcoholic
Which-
sales in the stadium.
Is Qatar ever going to get another World Cup after this stunt?
I don't know. I'll have to ask my Guitar Hero. Do it again.
You are now the Qatar hero.
You gotta have a show where you
Qatar
guys
Hero has to
play
be on there, man.
FIFA, and it's titled Guitar Hero.
Okay, we
I-
can do
it'll-
FIFA. 'Cause I
It'll
was
be your
thinking if we-
most viewed Stitch.
If we
Twitch.
have
Twitch.
Guitar Hero, we need to find ones where we can get around the copyright strikes. But
But
playing
you gotta
FIFA, I could totally
you gotta
do that.
play FIFA using the plastic guitars.
Wow.
Ooh, that'd be difficult.
You'd have to get
Because you
that.
have all the buttons and
Yeah,
all the
everything.
buttons
You
are
just
there.
have to figure out where they all are. You'd have to map them right.
Oh, does that work like that?
Yeah. You can play Call of Duty with a
With a-
Formula One wheel.
You just got to figure it
You
out.
got to figure it out.
Should we try? See if
It
Tim
might.
will.
When the pod arrives into the,
I think you just gave us an idea for that. For
we'll go back to Formula One a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the soccer. But what Budweiser did was they tweeted like the day of.
I think it was 3 days before it started.
Was it 3 days when they put that? Well, this is awkward. And then the next day they said, whoever wins the World Cup, whatever country wins, they take home the entire. It's like an entire hanger
Of booze,
of beer.
just beer.
It's $15 million worth of beer,
jeez,
of Budweiser beer.
Just sitting there.
That was meant for the stadiums, the two stadiums, is going home with them.
wow.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, going home with the winning team. Unless you're, well, we don't have to worry about any of the cool Western European countries winning it, like Belgium that has good beer, or Germany getting it because
It's been thinned
they'd
out.
probably be like, it's Budweiser, fucking, I piss all
American
over this crap. You take on Hauser and you shove it up your dirty ass.
He's not wrong.
Fucking
They're not
American.
wrong.
No, they got good beer over there.
They do have
Yeah.
good beer.
Made the right way.
The white way. I'm sorry.
I said
Okay.
the right way. Don't make me pull up the video. I found it.
Hey, I'll go public with a picture that I have on my phone.
Of me playing Tiger Woods golf.
If you want to call it that.
There's a club in my hand.
No, there's not a club.
That weird half
The-
club that
was
Jason
it a
gave
Wii
me.
or something?
No, Jason gave me the half club to swing with, and that's what I was. And you have it.
You mean you were?
That's not how I was.
Okay.
So out as of today, you have Qatar,
Blum, blum,
Qatar.
blum, blum.
Oh, way to go, host
They
country.
didn't even score a goal or
They
win a
didn't?
single game. Like, did
No.
you see their goal differential?
I
It
had.
was in a negative, like I think it was like negative.
Is the
6.
host country always given in?
See, I was wondering that too because
I've never looked.
I don't remember hearing about them qualifying
I don't either, and I don't remember them ever being anything ever.
ever. Like this is the first time I didn't even know Qatar had a team. So I think you're right. Like they may
The
have,
host team just
they may
gets
have just
a national
threw
team.
some
their
guys. Like,
national
hey,
team in.
you 12 motherfuckers want to play? Like,
I don't think it was that. I don't think they asked.
oh yeah, you're
I
probably
think
right.
it's, hey, you guys, y'all look the strongest building the
no, we
stadium.
just do
You're
a
on this
podcast.
team now.
Well, we just do podcasts. We're not here to like. What? No, you will play.
There's a
But
guy,
I'm telling you, it's going to be bad then.
there's a guy that made a World Cup Lego set. That's one of the Qatar
I don't
stadiums.
even know if I like where this is going.
But underneath it is a bunch of skeleton
Oh.
Lego figures that all died in
Oh
the
my
process
gosh.
of
I knew it
making
was something
that.
dark. I knew it.
Yeah, it went dark real quick.
Mm.
Anyway, so Qatar's out, Ecuador,
Gone.
Iran,
Bye bye.
Wales. Kind of shocking, but their group was. I mean, you're grouped with the U.S. and England.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Saudi Arabia, which you were also grouped with, which Saudi Arabia came out swinging and then
Yeah.
fizzled out. But they came out swinging against Qatar. So in England,
That match with Mexico was good, though. I mean, it was just. I wouldn't say they fizzled out, but they did come out on fire.
oh yeah, they did play Mexico. I got them mixed up. Yeah. Then Mexico's out.
That's shocking.
Very shocking. Very,
What's it?
very shocking.
They'd been 7 years in a row, was it? Or seven
They've
World
been
Cups in a row?
Yeah, I think they've been since.
I thought it was 4 decades.
Yeah, I think she said like
Which
since
would
the
be
70s.
7, wouldn't it?
78
Yeah,
was the last time they didn't make it.
So 7 times 4, yeah.
that's nuts.
Yeah, that's insane.
How many times? How many times has Brazil gone in a row? I wonder.
I don't know. They're still going.
Yeah, I feel like Brazil is just by default going every time.
That's who everyone's putting their money on right now?
But they always do
Wouldn't
that.
they?
But they got knocked out the last time, like in shocking fashion too. You remember they got blown out like 7-0 by.
Yeah.
Who was that? Damn, it was
The
some
year
name.
after they won.
Yeah,
Didn't they?
Yeah, they got like their asses handed to them. So like they're on shaky ground.
No,
too,
that was
man.
Germany who got their asses handed to them
After they won.
the year after they won.
Oh, you know.
Tunisia, Denmark, Belgium,
Wow.
Hello.
That's crazy.
which was shocking, and there was some consoling that needed to be done on those sidelines.
Oh.
Canada, Germany,
There's the one that hurts.
and Costa Rica.
Hmm.
I don't know. You've got
Well, and you
you've got
also had.
Mexico, Belgium, Germany.
Look how
Canada
close
out.
Argentina got to almost getting the X-nay.
You've got Wales that's got a huge history.
Was that not
Out.
typical Messi, though?
Yeah,
That guy.
that guy.
That guy, man.
He's terrible in Call of Duty too. He doesn't speak
I forget
English.
that this all ties back to Call of Duty.
Yeah, this all goes back to Call of Duty.
And Qatar Hero.
Okay. You watch. You know what?
We got our show title,
you need to-
Guitar Hero.
We gotta have you on.
I gotta
when we
come
do
on,
it.
man.
You gotta do it.
I gotta stop dodging. You've had him on like twice?
3 times, I think.
Is it 3? I thought it was just 2.
Yeah.
Maybe it's twice. Maybe it's twice. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta make it out.
You know, y'all look alike. I'm kidding. Okay.
Nicely played,
I
sir.
like that. That was good. That was good. I was trying to look up and see. So last World Cup, France, of course, won it with Croatia second. Third place was Belgium. Fourth was England. I can't remember. When was the last time Brazil won?
I thought they won 2.
Was it
No, who won last one?
14?
That was France.
Was it 2014?
2014 was the
Was-
German year, I thought.
Did Germany beat Brazil then? To win it?
Germany, Argentina, Netherlands. Fourth place was
Brazil won in Brazil, I thought. Whenever it was in Brazil, I thought they won.
That's when
They
Germany
didn't?
won. Yeah.
Oh, it's been since 2002.
Oh,
Since
man.
they won.
Yeah.
I guess
When
did they
we
get to the
pup.
finals with
I think
with
that's when we started this podcast. Feels like
2002?
it.
Yikes.
If someone came up to you in 2002 and said, "Hey, man, you want to do a podcast?" You'd be like, "What the fuck are you saying
What
to
are you
me?
talking
I don't
about?"
understand the language that's coming out of your fucking mouth."
Talk to me in 2012, and that's when we started it.
Blum 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 blum. All right, who's your money on, Dante? Right now, as of now.
Well, do you want to hear who's in? Because that was
Yeah,
everybody's
let's hear
out.
who's
So
in.
let me tell you who's in.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know why I did yell talk then. Sorry, y'all.
we still have Group G and Group H to go through tomorrow.
Want to make some predictions first?
On tomorrow's games?
Yeah.
Okay. Ghana, Uruguay.
I'm gonna go Uruguay.
I'm going Ghana. Ghana
I'm
was
going Uruguay.
crazy the other night. Uruguay is a
Ghana
safe
looked
bet.
beast mode though. They did.
Ghana was insane.
They did look
Oh,
beast mode.
you know what? You're
And-
right.
And my favorite of all the fans, U.S. has cracked me up with their little
I
bits.
like the Iranian female fans.
There we go.
We're going to get to that. But Ghana,
That's when.
they were fun and exciting and crazy and just going nuts.
Yeah, yeah,
They were awesome.
yeah.
They were awesome. Then you have the other game at 9 o'clock is Korea Republic versus Portugal. You got to go with Portugal, right?
I'm going with Portugal.
Then at 1 o'clock, Serbia and Switzerland.
I'll go with Switzerland.
I'm gonna go with Serbia.
I didn't see anything that impressed me over Switzerland.
I'm gonna go Serbia.
I may go Serbia also. And then Cameroon and Brazil, which there's no question, right? Brazil.
Cameroon. Didn't I do a short story voiceover for that country?
You're on audiobooks, right?
Something
You're
like
on
that.
audible.com.
About Cameroons.
Where you read a book. You recorded an Audible book in here.
About that soccer team.
Cameroons. I think I have it over here.
Okay.
Look at that.
And I got a gift certificate to
He did.
to
Go to
Applebee's.
Audible.
To
You can hear it.
Applebee's or something.
Or I can just send it to you. I think it's on the laptop here.
Okay.
That was the last voiceover word I got.
So is Neymar still hurt? Because he had hurt his ankle, and they said that he was probably not going to finish until they get to round of 16. He wasn't going to be back.
I don't know if he's going to come back for this or not.
Ooh.
So
I don't
what's
know.
the story with the American? What's his name?
Pulisic?
Yeah. What's is he got a strained abdomen?
He hurt his pelvis.
Abdomen? Is he gonna? He's cleared.
I don't know, because him and
Oh,
Sargent
look.
hurt, right?
Looks like he kind of hadn't heard anything about it.
geez. Oh.
We have a whole producer of the show happening over here with Eric.
What did Eric say? What'd he say?
They've been in 22. Brazil's been in
One person to play like
22
this.
tournaments in total. They clinched in 58, 62, 70, 94, and 2002. And I know he got this all from his head. He didn't type this or copy it from Wikipedia because when he talks, he actually puts the parentheses with the reference.
Oh, yeah. Right on.
That's
Good on her,
awesome.
man. Good on
Anytime you talk to Eric, he'll put parentheses 8 parentheses, or parentheses 7 parentheses.
Source cited.
Source cited. I have sources, and then you go, well, let me see 7, and he'll read it out to you.
Parentheses 7 parentheses.
Yeah, he's like Siri.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. But yeah, okay, so they.
I'm gonna change my
they
Siri
made
to
it
Eric's
7
voice.
times. Facts. Parentheses. Real talk. Parentheses.
Stupid.
Oh, all right. So once these get figured out tomorrow, it's when we start the round of 16, which we have Netherlands versus the U.S.
At 9
at
o'clock.
9 o'clock on Saturday morning. So I got to figure out where I'm going to watch that.
That's what I was gonna ask. Are we gonna do it to it?
So I'm going to upper 90.
Are you going to upper
I'm
90?
That's gonna
gonna-
be packed.
It's going to be packed, but I'm going anyway. So
I'll go.
the invitation is there.
I'll go to upper 90.
Man,
I'll go to upper 90. Why not?
there's probably a place that's gonna carry it that has more space that's by my house. There's a big stadium right there, and
You think
get to-
they'll show it in there?
Fuck yeah, they're gonna show it
that'd
out
be
there.
dope.
Man.
Wait.
They're gonna show it out there.
If they showed it at AT&T Stadium,
Not
I
AT&T.
would.
I'm talking about Rock. The was it the
Do you think they'll do it at the
Rock
Lighthouse?
Live or whatever?
You think they'll do it at the Lighthouse?
I bet you they'll do it everywhere there.
But the
I don't know about AT&T Stadium, but I'm talking about the Rock Live, that whole area. They'll be playing it.
Oh, the Texas Live.
Live.
Texas Live. I'm sorry. What did I say? Rock Live.
Yeah, what are
Rock Line.
like Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll be playing it out there, and we have more room.
Dude, if Jerry was smart, he'd be like, "Come watch it at the Lighthouse."
Dude, what if he put it on the
Why don't you just put it on
big
the
screen?
Jumbotron? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, is that? Oh, you're talking about the Lighthouse outside of the stadium.
Outside the stadium, but then
But-
also the big screen inside.
Jerry, are you listening?
Let me. Do I still have his phone number? Let me text him real quick.
Hey, Jerry.
He's probably a little busy right now. He's
So
covering up old racist.
I got a theory
I want to know. I haven't checked up on that because I've been
on the
sick.
Arkansas thing,
Like, I'm just standing in the background seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
like
come on.
Forrest Gump.
Like you didn't know what was happening.
Like
Come on.
he tried to act like he was Forrest Gump, and like remember when Forrest Gump's sitting there going,
Like he just stumbled into
"I'ma
something.
just shoes him off with the broom."
What's happening
Yeah,
around
that.
here? Oh, it's
Yeah.
blacks.
We'll let these people go to school with me.
Right. No, Jerry.
No, Jerry. Not with your look like you're Sergeant Carter from the fucking.
I guarantee you,
Gomer
Jerry.
Pyle.
Man, behind closed doors. You know what? I probably shouldn't say this because you still have something to do with the organization.
Probably
So
shouldn't
I
be talking
probably
about this
I
here.
can.
delete.
Argentina, Australia.
Argentina.
You got to go with
I'm
Argentina,
gonna go
right?
Argentina.
Yeah.
I think they're getting stronger as they progress.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
so.
do
I think
too.
they're getting more solid. France and Poland.
France.
Got to go with them French. I know.
Them hairy armpits,
Them French.
but they do like sex.
England and Senegal.
Man,
I'm gonna go Senegal.
Are you?
I am.
You're turning your back on your three brethren that are playing on England?
Hey man, look.
I think England's about to
That are turning it up during the World Cup, but not in their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna start. So it's weird, right? Like, I mean, I
That-
hate to talk Manchester United right now, but
Go
Harry
ahead.
Maguire looks like a completely different person now. Like,
How
who
about-
the fuck is that?
How about everybody that's playing on all their teams
That's true, too.
looking completely different
Yeah.
than they do when they're on a squad all together as a powerhouse?
Yeah.
Doesn't that raise your eyebrows a bit if you're the owner or if you're the coach of Man U? Aren't you sitting there kind of going, "What the
Why
the
would
hell
you
is
do that
this?"
for me?
Yeah. Why
What is
won't you
this?
crank?
In fact, I think I'd throw a computer monitor if I was the coach.
But is it also a little bit of a factor of you have too many big names that are too specialist and they aren't surrounded by people that really support them?
Well,
Everybody wants to be a star.
look at it like this. You remember the Dream Team back in the '90s when we
Mhm.
had our basketball squad just dominating everybody?
But they were also dominating people that were half their size.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's
no,
the problem.
you're onto something though, because in the EPL, you're playing the cream of the crop across the board,
Yeah.
right? Whereas these tournaments, you kind of dial it down to where it's almost like the Dream Team was playing. Like I see what you're saying. It maybe that's it. Like they can really show their talents and show what they can do because they're not surrounded by players that are just as badass as they are.
Well, let's look at it like this too, right? Like, okay, so look at their group. Their group had us, England, Wales, and Iran. Okay,
Wales.
all the Iranian players, like,
Can they
probably
walk?
not even professional, right? Like, I mean, if they're playing, they're probably playing for some local club somewhere. And then you've got Wales. They're who do you know from
How
Wales
did they
other
get
than
out of the
Gareth Bale?
water?
I've watched all of Wrexham. They had a few of the Wrexham players on there.
From Iran? Or
No,
from Wales?
on Wales.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. So there's
You haven't watched
I've-
Welcome to Wrexham?
I haven't watched the whole
Oh
thing.
my gosh,
I know,
Dante!
sorry, I'm holding my head in shame.
What the fuck?
Hey, man,
You'll binge it though, because
Maybe
as soon
not.
as you
Have you started it?
I saw the first episode.
Okay,
It gets better.
It gets so great as you go through.
There's
There's
one-
one episode that's
Yeah.
like, meh, I didn't really need that one, but it makes
Are you-
sense.
You're talking about the one where they do the
The commercial type
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That was
But
I
it
think
shows
they
the
ran out of
business side of things.
Yeah.
It shows the business side of things. But
it's
it-
good.
All right.
It's pretty cool. You'll know the episode when you hit it, and you'll watch it anyway, just because it helps flow a few things together. But no, they pull out some names, and I didn't know Wells was that deep until watching this.
Okay.
And how many names they
I-
have.
I'll
Now they
take it
don't.
back.
You know, they're dealing with country level versus the
The club level.
when you start getting into the clubs. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, the only player I really know from Wales is Gareth Bale. Like I couldn't name another Welsh player at all. So that's why the point I was trying to make was it's like you've
Well,
got
we did.
you got England and the United States, and those are really the only
I
two
got
like
100
powerhouses.
more.
Let's go. Let's hear them.
Shamu.
What? Are you just pulling names out?
Wales.
Uh,
Y'all haven't heard this comedy going on for like 5 minutes?
it didn't all click until just now.
Just now. Wow.
Sorry, I've got a headdress on.
Takes time to get through the headdress.
So the question is, if we go back to cultural appropriation,
That's always fun to talk about.
we're going to have it here in 4 years. If Iranians show up,
Will I let them Airbnb my house?
yes, dude, you will make so much bank. Dude, didn't think about that.
That's the
Oh,
goal, to have it ready by then.
Hell yeah. But if they show up to the stadium wearing like a Native American headdress, is that okay?
Wait.
Because
what?
they're in our country.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
You got a bunch of Polish people, Costa Rican people, Switzerland.
There'll be
people,
cowboy hats,
Swiss.
I guarantee you.
Cowboy hats for sure.
But you can appropriate cowboys.
Yeah, I don't care. That's cool.
Yeah.
Cowboys
It's
were
acceptable.
highly bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Cowboys kind of goes across different cultures too.
Oh,
right?
yeah, true. There's Brazilian cowboys.
I guess so,
It's
yeah.
like you had the vaqueros, you had
Yeah,
the
the vaqueros.
buffalo soldiers.
Right,
I
yeah.
mean, you got all kinds of different variations.
Different types, yeah. But yeah,
True.
I mean, if they show up with a headdress on,
No,
Now you talking about like with the big with the
Feathers
you're
and
talking
everything.
about them coming in dressed up as Rip from Yellowstone. That would be appropriations.
I'm gonna get angry because you dress like a character from Yellowstone.
Not me, some dude from Iran.
No, I would laugh. That's awesome.
It would be awesome.
Then he probably have a big yellow Y
Yeah.
on his chest to be like, yeah,
Okay, so
let's go Mexico.
So let me pose this question. Say
or wait, they're from Iran. Let's go Iran.
So
It
say
wouldn't be
for
Mexico.
example somebody came we'll just say any random country dressing up like the American fans are over there in Qatar right now.
Right.
How would that make you feel?
I would laugh because the Americans dressed over there like Civil War soldiers,
Yeah, like they
Confederate
look like straight up like
or,
revolutionary soldiers, right? That's crazy.
revolutionary soldiers and Union soldiers, and that there was what cracked me up so much was there was one Asian kid dressed up as Ben Franklin, and I can't find a picture of him.
That's genius.
There was
by the
another
way.
guy dressed up as George Washington, but the one like he had full everything, and it was so awesome.
Any Trumps?
Like he went all out. Now, what do y'all think about the
That's how I'm going to go.
the guys not allowed in the stadium showing up as the Knights Templar,
Oh,
the
really?
Crusaders?
Oh wow, they didn't really.
They would not let them in the stadium, and they're dressed up. I think it was a bunch of English guys dressed as Crusaders.
Well, I wonder what the Germans could dress up as.
Kanye West.
Wonder what Kanye will go to the World Cup dressed as. All right, I got something
And his
serious.
Hugo Boss.
This sounds crazy what I'm about to say to y'all, but if
Where
you
are we
think
at?
about it a little bit
Budweiser.
longer, it's about World Cup.
Oh, this is your theory.
This is an interesting theory I thought today.
We're on it. Okay, cool.
All right. Now hear me out. Don't just dismiss it and say that's stupid. That would never work. Da 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 da. That's the dumbest idea in the world.
You know what's coming.
Why don't they
That's
do?
the dumbest fucking idea. I've
It's very stupid, man.
How come they don't do the women's and men's World Cups at the same time? It seems like it would build more synergy if they did both, almost like the Olympics. They did both the women's team and the men's teams and played the World Cup all at the same time. It seems like that would be a money maker and make everybody like just. It seems like it would make the whole event that much more huge. Is it because the other countries maybe? I don't understand why they do it. Why they stagger them, unless they just want soccer to be big 2 times a year, or I'm sorry, every 2 years rather than every 4 years. But me, I'm thinking, man, if they just did everything at once, almost like the Olympics, and had the women's and men's, that would be huge. Huge.
I think it's a
What do y'all think
scheduling
about
thing.
that?
I think it's a scheduling thing though. There's not enough hours in the day, right?
because there'd be so many.
There'd be
So many games, but you could get the rest of the country involved too. Like like let's say you did that, you would have more venues that got more match, like that would be exposed and have more matches. So you would have like say if they played in America, they did women's and men's. You would have like Texas would have theirs going on, New York, California. You'd have it all over the country. Like the host countries would be able to showcase their country even better if they did women's and men's at the same time.
I think in Qatar's example is they don't let women do things in the country. I mean, I was really shocked when it was an all-female referee staff.
That I
officiant
guarantee you that
staff.
made some people pissed.
I swear, the country, there's officials in that country that lost their shit over that and probably went after FIFA. Like, there was probably some nasty notes sent back and forth, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's just an interesting thought that I had, though. It's like,
but where's the next Women's World Cup?
Eric,
they're not going to have any of those in Middle Eastern countries like that, are they?
They're surely not.
It'd be too dangerous. It'd be way too dangerous.
Yeah, the
Australia and New Zealand.
Oh, really?
It's down
You
under.
could pull it off
that's
there.
totally fine. Yeah.
You could do it there.
I'd go down there and watch that.
Bet you would. I don't know why I said that.
Are you trying to relate this to something?
No, I don't know why.
I'd go under to watch
them under
female
their
soccer.
skirts,
What?
under their shirts or something.
I'd go watch them skirts down under.
I don't know. I just threw
There
it
was
out
something
there.
weird you were trying to get
I thought
to,
one
and
of
I
you
don't
guys
think
would
got
pick
it.
up, pick up the fumble
You're
and
not
run
a-
with it, and you didn't.
You're not a Qatar hero.
I'm not a guitar hero. There was one other thought that I had about the World Cup. Oh yeah, it was the Iranian women. Dum dum.
Sorry.
Do it again. Do it again.
Every time. Okay. So you felt the need. You keep telling us, like you kept sending messages like, I need to
I'm
go
gonna rescue one of
I
them.
need to liberate these women.
I feel like
And
it's my calling.
I need to go rescue these women because they don't have their hijabs on, and I can see what they really look like. And these girls are
They're
hot.
what? They're what?
That's not what I text. I said,
You
out of
spelt
the
it
kindness
wrong.
of my
What's
heart,
he calling them?
out of the kindness of my heart, I would open my doors to these women. They keep showing, like the cameraman got women killed during that U.S.-Iran game. Let's face it. Hot.
There are beautiful women all over the world, Matt. I keep trying to tell you that. If you'd leave this country for once, you would see
If you
that
leave
beauty
Tarrant County,
travels the
Tarrant
world.
County.
If you would leave the state, you would see there's beauty all over the world.
Right. But these women are dead now. Thanks to the cameraman of the World Cup.
What about the kids?
Oh, whoa.
Hey, huh?
Hey.
Why does Fox
Easy.
have to keep cutting? I'm sorry, I'm trying to save you over there by bringing it over to kids, but not in an Epstein way.
Yikes.
But how do
You got to definitely go overseas for that one.
how does Fox keeps cutting to these kids that are like sobbing and crying when their team's not winning, pulling at our heartstrings, and like these kids are just bawling like Germany's not winning, so they're all painted up and all excited when the
Yeah.
game starts, and then they'll cut to them like, at the 85th minute, and they're just bawling and
I've
freaking
just
out.
never. I don't.
They're not gonna make it.
okay. I used to be heavy sports guy. Not so much anymore. Kind of. The mainstream media's killed the sports. Anyway,
you're into cool sports.
I'm
now,
into cool
like
sports now.
Formula One.
Right, and
Soccer.
Is that that thing Bubba
EPO and
Wallace
stuff.
drops in?
But
No.
have
saying
you ever been watching like
Lewis
a Ranger
Hamilton, sir.
game? Like we took one to the nuts pretty hard with the World Series when Nelson Cruz.
Yeah, I've never watched Ranger baseball since then.
Right, that was pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
We didn't. There was no crying. Like we didn't start crying. We got mad, yelled, and tried
Oh.
to break shit. But
Yeah, I think there was
I
a
don't
lot of
understand it.
yelling and throwing
Right.
shit around. And then that
But crying-
Mavericks playoff,
I don't think I've
you know
ever
how much shit got broken in my house?
almost my neck.
And then they won, And then
Right.
everybody out of nowhere, people I hadn't seen in 20 years show up at my house to party.
Oh yeah,
That was weird.
that was awesome.
That was
One
awesome.
of the greatest sports nights we've ever had.
Springs on the trampoline broke.
But here's what I'm saying though is I don't know. It's just I've never been so upset that my team lost that I started crying. Even when I was a kid, I didn't do that.
But these are German kids that flew all the way to Qatar to see their team play. And they're sad because they had to put
Fuck
up
'em.
they had
Wow.
they had to spend weeks in these
Get over it.
paper tents that are out in the middle of nowhere. How you like that fan fest? We haven't even talked about that. What do you think about that? What do you think about Fan Fest when it comes to Dallas? What it's going to be like? First off, I'm going to be out there every night partying. We gotta go
Man,
out there and
I was
hang
thinking
out.
about that today too when we were going back and forth on the
I
on
want
the
to be
thread.
credentialed so hard.
I was like, dude, if Dustin gets to go to a World Cup game match and I don't, I'm gonna throw some shit. I'll cry.
Talks are already in. I've already got talks for.
As long as you're
tickets.
including
I've
me
got
as your
talks for
lighting
tickets.
guy.
I've got talks.
As long
for
as
covers.
you're including me as your lighting guy or whatever.
Yeah, I can carry
Your fluffer.
Fluffer.
In a
Hey,
few months, there
whoa.
may be an announcement I'll be making on this show. Stay by. Stay tuned. It'll be a few months, but we'll figure.
Don't
this
forget
out.
the little people, Dustin. Just don't
Step
forget
on them. I crush them.
I crush
Step
them.
on them.
Just like I
Anytime,
crushed the
man,
kids.
I carry bags, man. I carry like camera equipment. I got it though.
You're like a Sherpa.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be the
All right.
towel guy. I'll wipe your face, your
strong.
brow and
That's not
stuff.
what I need wiped.
Okay.
What do you need wiped?
The lenses. I
Yeah,
need
okay,
the
yeah.
circular polarizers and stuff I don't use ever. I just need you to sit over and make sure they're clean. Never pull them out of my bag. I'm not shooting landscapes. I'm shooting soccer.
I need my lens stubs.
Maybe by then the NFL
That's
will
me wiping off the
You
filter.
know the NFL only lets 30 non-team playing people on the field for every game.
Yeah. World Cup's gonna be locked down, I bet. But
Well, that's
you'll
4
have
years
the
from now.
you'll have the connect to surpass.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
So you're gonna hook me up. I don't
Metallica.
have to go
Oh,
to.
wait.
I don't have to go to Troy Aikman. I can use you. You're gonna hook me up.
no, you're going to that We Buy Tickets place over on Division.
Is it
The
WI
weird
too?
broker, Yeah.
We Buy Tickets 2000
British females
in.
and
mean,
their little trend they're
especially
doing.
after they
they're
get braces.
Still doing it, and I don't understand. We talked about this in the last show, right? I've had fever dreams since then. Them flashing in the stadium and flashing around the stadium in Qatar makes me nervous.
I sure. I mean, yeah. Makes me happy.
And you haven't been caught on camera yet? Like, or are they just panning away very quickly?
No, they've caught a few.
They're posting their own social
and
media.
posting their
Yeah,
own social
it's-
media and all that stuff, and that's easy to track down, especially.
With facial art, yeah.
You know what's going to
Yeah.
end up happening is you heard about China putting the lockdown on airdropping.
I want to get to that in a
What,
minute.
that's what's going to end up happening. It's going to come here, and our country's going to be so fucked up. They're going to shut down. By that time, they're going to shut down some of the communications and social media and stuff, and censor the fuck out of it.
Well, you've heard what China has also done.
I've heard a lot of things that China have done this
And
week.
have you heard about what they've done with the World Cup?
Uh-uh.
So, China,
This World Cup,
this World Cup that's going on right now,
they probably cheated.
you can go and look on Twitter or on Reddit, and there's a lot of people that have posted this. They have a separate feed that's fed into China. Their feed no longer cuts away from the field to show close-ups of people in the stands, because that is what has started all the riots in China. When the Chinese population started seeing
All these
that
people with
all
no
these
mask.
people in the stadiums hanging out with no masks, doing all this stuff, the first week, that's when all the riots started happening and people started freaking out. Plus, at the same time, China was also clamping back down.
Yeah, they issued another.
So people started
Right.
revolting. So the World Cup feed going to China, when it cuts to fans in the stadium, their feed is showing players on the field milling around, walking around,
you-
doing stuff.
Wow.
I don't know. It doesn't. We're kind of chasing a rabbit here. Well,
we're going that way.
I don't think that that's going to end well because I don't think this Chinese government regime is going to let go. And I don't see anything good coming out of what's going to happen. Now, hopefully, something will, the people can take back China, I guess. But man, all signs are pointing to negative.
Man, I saw something, and I don't know how much of it's bullshit, but I saw something the other day where China, to keep people from leaving their homes, they literally were welding doors shut.
That's what they were doing at the beginning
of COVID.
I'm just like,
and those videos were all taken down, but I found that someone created a whole back server basically full of all those old videos we talked about on the show. I think I still have the link to it, but
yeah, they're starting to pop back up again. It's weird.
And the whole driving down the street, spraying some chemicals on everybody,
chemicals on everyone, or just shooting people. Now, God dang it, where's it at?
Escalated
You
quickly.
look sick. Flamethrower.
Yeah, you're crispy
God
now.
Dang it, it's taken down.
I don't think
I had it saved, dude. Someone took it down.
Had to do with China.
China
probably took it down.
China.
Okay, so one of the small districts, I can't remember what district it was there in China. The general over it ordered the police force to start open firing on protesters.
Damn.
And
when was that?
It was today, and I had it all.
Ouchie wowie.
I had it all lined up, but I don't know where the hell it went.
Like Tiananmen Square Part 2 is right there now. It's happening.
Well, and that's what a lot of people are like. Well, first off, I don't want to read that because I'm trying to find it. But today I fucked up by forgetting about my butt plug.
What's that got to do with China? Some
That doesn't
things
have
you
anything to
just
do with
don't
China.
say in public.
So no, basically what the law enforcement in that district was like, no, we're not turning on our own people. So that general had basically all the low-level law enforcement arrested and thrown into whatever prison, which means it's China, means death.
Yeah,
more than likely. And yeah, people are still revolting, and now the airdrop thing is shocking. There's a whole
that Apple just bows down to it.
Apple
like,
just
okay.
bowed down to China and said, we'll take airdrop out of our OS because they were tired of people sending information to each other through airdrop when they were close, because that's how they were using them. So Apple just said, yeah, we side with the Chinese government because that's where our forced
hand has been,
or our slave labor basically is in those sweatshops making all our phones and stuff. So they basically bow down to it, and you've got the government over here like calling out the media. I don't like using Fox for example, but this is what came down earlier today. Let's see here.
Coordinator for Strategic Communications, John Kirby. John, welcome. Always good to have you with us.
Let me rewind this here.
This
is John Kirby.
Okay.
Being talked to by Martha McCollum, who doesn't seem to be that fun like a fun person to hang out with at parties.
Bored?
Not that bad, but she just doesn't seem like, listen.
Has she ever done anal?
Joining me now on that and some other topics today is the NSC Coordinator for Strategic Communications, John Kirby. John, welcome. Always good to have you with us. Thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
This is an interesting situation that has developed with Apple, and I want to start there and get your take on what Apple is doing, because they have restricted, which is what the Chinese government wants, some use of AirDrop ability from iPhone to iPhone, because they're cutting the service down, and this is the way the protesters are communicating with each other. What does the White House, what do you say to Apple about helping the Chinese government to keep their people under control?
Look, in general, and we've been clear about this all around the world, we want individual citizens, no matter what government they live under, to be able to communicate freely and openly, transparently and reliably. And we've made that clear with respect to Iran, and we certainly continue to make that clear here with respect
But
to
have you
China.
made that clear to Apple?
Apple's a private company, Martha. They have to make
No, they're not. They're
decisions,
public.
and they have to speak for those decisions. But here at the White House, here in the administration, we want to see that individual citizens, whether they're protesting or not, but in this case, I know that's the context we're talking about, are able to communicate freely and openly.
But why not say something to Apple? Because we were just told the other day that the White House is keeping an eye on Elon Musk and Twitter. So why would you say that
She's
from the
right.
podium? You didn't say it, but Karine Jean-Pierre said it, and not call Apple out for helping the Chinese government to suppress their
Twitter's
own people's ability
private.
to communicate.
Again,
Apple's
I think
public.
we've been very clear and consistent on this. Certainly publicly, we've been very open about our desires to be able to see citizens communicate. And Apple, if this is a decision that they're making, then they should have to speak to that. But we can't. And we aren't in the business of telling private companies how to execute
Unless they're
their,
oil
their
companies.
Yeah,
initiatives.
but Twitter's a
But
private company too.
Unless they're energy companies.
He just said they're not in the business to tell private companies what to do, unless
That's
they're
all they do.
energy companies, oil companies,
Media companies.
medical
social
companies,
media, yes, medical,
pharmaceutical companies,
their own
insurance
military,
companies,
their own
military,
the police,
privatized military,
Firemen.
privatized whatever, jail systems, incarceration systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
give
is
or
the
take, right?
worst
I still have fever head.
shape our government has ever been in. Our government is crap right
We
now.
can't talk to Apple, who's a publicly traded company.
Because we don't want to offend the Chinese and lose money.
Yeah.
Assholes.
So Apple's really just saying, okay, we'll strip it from the OS.
They stripped
I gotta go
AirDrop
pee.
from their iOS in China because of bowing down to the government, because the government that's how information's getting out and how information is spreading across the country to different cities, different regions, is all AirDrop and all, basically it's proximity chat.
Yeah.
Is what you're using.
And
You're
you can't tell where it's coming from. You can change your name to
whatever.
Name the device to whatever, and they'll never even know where it came from.
I've gotten so many dick pics while in New York.
Did you see that video where that dude was on a plane sending his dick out to everybody on the plane, and they caught him?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We were on a cruise ship once, and the guy was a guy. I guess it was a kid, because I could tell it was a kid. Once a few pictures came across because he's just playing around, and I finally figured out who it was, because I was like, just look around and see. But he was airdropping pictures of his food and making the food look weird, like drawing stuff in the food and stuff, and then he'd snicker and stuff. And I thought it was funny. It was pretty cute. Like he was playing along with it. But
yeah, then you got the weirdos, man. They want to like send dick pics and and they don't care who they send them to. But man, that dude on that plane, that guy's going to jail.
Oh yeah.
Because a kid.
What's a felony now?
Yeah, that kid got that.
If you send it to anybody unsolicited, it's now a felony. But that's what is. I don't know. It just sucks that Apple's doing this, and you wonder like, what the hell.
And but during that whole San Bernardino shit, right? Like we can't get in this phone. We're not going to do that because if we do it for them, we got to do it for everybody. So it's like they pick and choose, like who they're gonna,
what battles they want to fight.
Yeah.
But it's China and that whole what's the name of that Falcom, whatever, the whole area where they build the iPhones, that whole technological city where people live and work.
Yeah, I've heard. I can't remember.
That's where the big riots are breaking out as of earlier today. Like I was watching a bunch of video that has made it out of people going fucking nuts and tearing up those factories and stuff.
They should.
Yeah, they totally should.
I support
anything against.
Don't turn my
communist
phone
regimes.
off, Apple. Please. I need my phone for work. Don't listen to the.
I don't use AirDrop that much, except between devices.
I do at
and
churches. At weddings.
At weddings.
Yes. Not the highlight of my career.
I use it in the locker room at the stadium. But that doesn't sound right, because
That
I'm
does not.
actually
You better walk that back.
sending pictures and
Yeah.
videos to all the
Of
performers.
clothed people.
Yeah. Not your photos.
Not pictures of yourself urinating.
I keep your photos in a special folder. And it just so happens that this dropped today, and this is under historic vids on Twitter, and it might be, they've put it as the single greatest moment in live television history, and I'm going to have to agree that this
Janet Jackson. Boob.
No, that was the worst. All right, ready? Here we go.
Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show, a superb drama, yeah. A superb drama
Gervais.
about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight,
This is at the Golden
don't use
Globes.
it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay?
Thank your agent. Thank your God.
So-
and fuck off. I love that. He's
genius.
genius. He is genius.
Yep. And
I'm a
he-
fan.
He never got to host again after that. I wonder why.
Man, this goes so much farther than people really know. It goes into Disney. It goes into ESPN. It goes into, well, I guess that's kind of the same.
Man, if you ever see like the tree of like all the
Of,
different
that's tied into
to where everything is connected. I mean, they're
the
all
China.
connected.
Mhm.
It's all
Now they've
connected.
got Star Wars.
I know.
We're
that
fucked.
sucks. Man, I'm telling you, like we're talking about Airbnb in my place in 2026. Are we even going to be around?
I mean, we're probably not going to get to see it.
I know, because the mushroom party,
Yeah.
it's coming. Not the good one either, ladies.
Just the one big. Oh, okay.
Why did you have to bring ladies in that? I don't get it. I don't get it. Explain yourself.
Sometimes a penis looks like a mushroom.
Oh, I was thinking of drugs, and you went that way.
Yeah, I was sticking with the sex theme of
Okay,
the night.
of the night. All
Seems to
right.
be all we stick to.
Well, you and your Iranian women, you're all horned up for something. Weirdo.
I am frisky because of that game. That match
Is it,
did
still,
it.
is it still on your DVR? You gonna go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and rewatch it?
I got it constantly playing.
There it is.
Playing.
Who do we have tomorrow? Guana
Yeah,
and
it's a good day. Good day
Cam-
for the football.
Guana and Uruguay, Serbia and Switzerland, Portugal, Korea, Cameroon, and Brazil. Yeah, you're not getting any relief.
Well, Korean women are pretty. You're in,
That's what I'm saying.
All women are pretty.
If you'd leave this country, you would see there's beauty all over the world. Matt.
If you would just leave Roof Snow.
Can we talk about your run for mayoral champion of Watauga and how you need to start this back up? Because I drove down 377 today and I have no idea what's happening on that highway.
I haven't been down 377 in 3 years.
I've grown up on that highway, and half
Yeah.
of it I don't recognize. I haven't been on it in years because I don't.
What's the deal?
You know, I've spent so much time focusing on downtown and the west side of Fort Worth.
Ah,
that-
nothing's going on down there, man.
But good God, on the south side, been, touching tips with people down there. But this 377
What's
going
happening?
north of 820,
What's it turning into?
it's a changed land, man.
Like
It's
what?
changed. There's all sorts of stuff being built.
Strip clubs?
Things strength? No.
Churches?
No. Probably. I saw that church where that guy says that everybody that's gay should be shot or whatever. Can't believe that place is still standing in that corner shopping center. But there-
Steadfast Church or something? Isn't that what it's called? But it's not spelled right.
It's not spelled right. But there's all sorts of stuff being built. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird. It threw me off. I was extremely... And Keller.
What's
Keller
going
was
on there? Another place I haven't been to in several years.
Well, I never go to Keller because the cops up there can just...
Thank you.
They fucking suck.
Thank you,
I
Dustin.
hate the cops.
I appreciate you.
If I drive through Keller and I'm not in a company vehicle, I will.
That's a shout out to
blare-
you, Officer Hicks. Fuck you.
I will blare "fuck the police" and I will blare "cop killer" on back-to-back rotation.
And you know what? I'll be in the back of your truck.
With the AR, just
Whoa.
shooting the cops.
No, I did not say that. Dustin.
I'm still having fever dreams.
I
I'm
got-
sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm sorry.
Are you wearing the right attire to be
Some
saying things like
things
that
you
too?
just don't say in public.
Yikes.
Cops south of Keller are okay. In the area of Keller, and I found out today that the people of Keller, I don't know if you realize this, but your taxes are paying for your cops also to patrol Westlake. Your tax money is paying for Keller cops to drive around Westlake and patrol their streets.
Which doesn't Westlake have a police department?
But not enough to keep up with law enforcement. I saw a Keller deep in Westlake today.
How much crime's going on in Westlake?
And we got to talking about
Child
that,
porn,
that
probably.
They passed some deal with this past election that now
Yeah,
Keller cops are rolling through
it's
Westlake.
all of Tarrant County. All Tarrant County now
Can cross whatever
can
lines?
cross lines, yeah. And it's just
So now there's blurred lines?
right. There's blurred lines. There's a lot of blurred lines now.
Huh.
I don't.
I
Let's
don't know
change
you
the
could do
subject.
that.
Let's change the subject from Keller Police
And shooting them with cop killer?
or them shooting a homeless man.
You mentioned it looked different.
completely unloading a magazine in a Kohl's entrance.
With people everywhere, not accounting for all your bullets, just shooting some guy that
After you gave Stubbs a DWI.
that's trying to he's trying to shoplift a bunch of clothes, and you felt the need to unload on him.
You know that was my copper, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We talked about that a lot on here.
Yeah. Fuck that guy, man. Fuck Keller cops.
Where is he? Is he still employed?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he lost his job after that, after
Nah.
shooting that dude.
Nope. He
Nope.
was in court. He was in court making up shit about me. Don't get me going, man.
Well, I got my black shirt on. I got my black gloves on. I got my ski mask on. This has been going on for far too long.
Yeah. Man.
I got my 12 gauge sawed off.
So many people that listen to us that are political don't know what the fuck's going on ever with us. Because we'll come out with this crazy left wing stuff that we're like fully supportive of, and then we'll come with this right shit, this conservative right shit that MAGA people are like, no, he's right there, he's right. That's why.
And then all of a sudden you're
They
a
all talk
cop
like that
killer.
That's why our friend list has gone, like our likes and everything have just continued to shrink. Like, what is it? Man, I don't care. I just want my gay friends to be able to have get marriage and have insurance, my guns, and my weed. People are like, what? You can't say that.
You can't have all that.
You got to
live
pick
in
a side.
Dream world.
You have to pick a side
And I want Keller cops
to be gone.
to get their shit together. They're the ones that are always reported on
Dude,
the news.
if any
I want all of them gone.
if any police force needs to be defunded, it is definitely the Keller Police Department. They need to be defunded. And what do you call it? Never mind. Let's move on to happier subjects.
Because I'm a cop killer. Better you than me.
Man, this cop killer stuff, man.
So
60 songs that define the 90s, they go into Cop Killer on one of the episodes.
I still haven't watched that.
You don't watch it, you listen to it. It's a podcast.
Oh, that's
60
right.
songs
That's why I
that
can't
define the 90s.
because I
It's
keep
great.
looking for it on TV.
I think it's the Rage Against the Machine one where they go into Body Count and Cop Killer.
Because I still have no modern radio set up in my car, which I'm in a conquest right now of getting a vehicle. We'll talk
I
about
saw one of your cars earlier. I don't understand why that gets an M badge.
why.
I thought M badges were full numbers.
Oh, the since it's a 341 or it's a 340.
340i.
Yeah, 340i.
I saw one
The
today.
M340s.
Yeah, it was an M340i, but I thought M's were always solid numbers. Like you got an M5, an M8, an M3.
Well,
Why does that get an M badge?
I think it's like a watered down version of. It's like this. You know how you have what is it? Dodge has the TR or they have their racing line,
The TRD.
right? But then you
or
can
not
get
Dodge, the
but then you can get TRD or like
Toyota has
TRD.
TRD.
Okay, TRD.
Yeah, Toyota.
You can get a vehicle that's a not part of the TRD line, but has TRD parts.
Well, that's what mine is. Mine's not a full TRD. Mine's a TRD Pro.
So when you see like the M340s,
No, mine's the TRD Off Road.
and you see the
Pro.
like you were saying, the not the solid numbers, the M3 like that. When you see the M340s and stuff, it's not a full on M competitive racing vehicle, I guess is what they call them.
I guess now the only thing that's different is I don't have Under Armour in mine.
Did I tell you how much horsepower that bad boy had?
No.
382.
You just let me know when you need
When
me
I
to
get it?
pull you out of the mud.
Yeah. Oh, that car's not going anywhere if there's ice or snow, or I might not even drive it when it's raining.
There's a little too much power.
So
when you're in.
I don't know if I sent this in the text when I was checking that ride out.
I'm
There's
impressed they didn't
no
let
more,
you drive the one with the big bow on it.
That was the same one.
Oh, they took the bow off?
Yeah, they took the bow
I'd be
off.
like, you leave the fucking bow
That's
on,
the same.
I'm driving it.
Dante, so I'm looking for a vehicle, right?
All right.
And this is the first time that I've ever gone into a showroom and they decided to test drive me in one of the vehicles that was on the showroom.
Oh, okay.
It was badass. So these new M340s though, they have they've taken out your dash and replaced it completely with an LED monitor that's like that long. That's all it is, man. It's amazing. So much to the point that I'm still obsessing on this vehicle that I got to get, that I'm looking at earlier models because I think that's too much car for me. There's too much going on. And at the same time as you have the screen, you also have the windshield projection
heads-up
or
display.
yeah, the heads-up display.
Yeah. Wow.
So
that's a lot of.
I don't think your ADD can handle that.
that's what I'm saying. So I've been looking at 2020s and 2022s and 2021s. That was a fun ride, though, man.
So you said you're looking at M. What is that?
The
Infiniti?
M340 is the one I'm looking at. It's a BMW.
Oh, BMW. Oh, that's right. That's right. BMW.
Just get it.
That's
You're
what
not gonna
that's
want
what
to dumb
Mandy's
down.
saying. Mandy's saying you're gonna have to get one now.
You either
Like-
get the 40th anniversary 4Runner.
Oh, that I can't find one.
You're not going to be able
You have
to. You're gonna
to order it just like and which is the same thing as the BMWs. You build yours out and you wait for 3 months.
Yeah, you're going to have to order it. Everything's going to go that way. Ford's already said they're getting rid of dealerships. You're going to have to just
Completely?
start ordering shit online. Yeah, they want to be done with dealerships by like
I mean, you're right. They're
2026.
pretty much already there. If you go to a car
2025,
lot, they only
2026.
have.
Yeah.
They don't have. It's not like the days in the '90s when you had just football fields of vehicles and you could pick out the one you actually wanted.
Yeah.
No, you got to drive one that's close or similar,
And then they
and
order
then
it.
and then you go online and build yours out, and then it comes in allocated. So, and that's how you'll get a good car deal sometimes too. Is if someone doesn't pick up that allocation and it sits for a little bit.
Well, speaking of cars, conspiracy theory talk. here.
F1 talk.
Okay.
Did you see this shit with Biden's cars in Nantucket that his Secret Service rented?
Were they badass?
So they rented 4 cars from Hertz Rent-A-Car, and when they returned them,
None of them were electric.
all 4 of them blew up, caught on fire, burned.
That's weird.
You think?
How's that not big news?
It is big news
Oh, I
up
haven't-
there.
Oh. But I mean, that seems like it should be a national story.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
Very, very, very odd.
It's odd how you hear some stories, but then some you don't.
Yeah. Like some they're just kind of like, nah, let's focus on this stupid shit going on over here.
Let's wait. Oh, hey guys. Let's wave this shiny object over here so you don't see how bad of a fucking government we have.
Here's Kanye on Alex Jones, but the Secret Service returned 4 cars to the Hertz
That's insane,
Rent-A-Car in Nantucket, and there's all sorts of photos of it and everything. And all 4 of those,
Simultaneously too, or they just said did it? At
they didn't
different
say, they just all burned, and it all looks like the engine. The
You know what it
fronts of them
sounds
all
like
burned.
too? The same. It sounds like it could be the SEAL team. Which SEAL team killed
SEAL Team
Bin
6.
Laden? SEAL Team 6 when they destroyed the copter, the helicopters.
Tried to kill all of them.
No, when they destroyed the one. Okay.
Jesus,
But
what
why
are you
even wear 'em?
doing?
I don't know.
Oh, they're sliding off your slick.
Anyway, no. The Black Ops or the Special Forces destroyed them. Because they got in one helicopter, left this one, and destroyed.
Oh yeah,
it.
they destroyed the one that crashed.
Could be like that.
The first,
There
level
was-
of Call of Duty.
Right. It could be. It could. Well, if you think about it, it could be that there's top secret information that went through into that vehicle. So they're like, we can't have that. So they destroyed them.
It could be. It could be like whatever they used for their GPS or whatever, or maybe someone
What an
synced their
interesting-
iPhone into it, got into CarPlay, and was like, "Oh shit, there's a lot of contacts on there."
What a scary but interesting story.
Like they remote detonated the cars.
That's what I'm
here you are.
thinking.
Well, you know all that stuff can be retrievable too, right? So that's
Yeah.
probably I could see the use case for doing something like that.
Yeah.
Especially, if one of the dumbasses did do that. Man, I wanna bump some Drake, man, while we're driving around.
Hey, I know
for the
this chick in
president
this
here,
town that we're in. Let me see if I can get her on the horn.
And all of a sudden, all his contacts and shit are uploaded into
iPhone has
CarPlay.
been synced with the
Yeah.
Ford Festiva.
Or
Oh,
Biden.
God damn it.
Biden probably dropped an N-bomb or something, and it caught it. And they're like, we cannot have that go out.
Another one.
Everybody
Yeah,
thinks it's
another
because,
one, exactly.
It's because Biden or Hunter was hanging around, and then
There's that too. He didn't go overseas.
They probably just
yeah.
well, they
Well, he
probably-
was there. There's photos of him running around and stuff, and that maybe some of the stuff he had
There you go.
happened. That's what the conspiracy theory is, that some of
Mm.
Hunter stuff got on there, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're not letting this slip out.
No,
We'll just detonate it all right now."
Scary stuff,
that's
man.
wild. That shit's wild.
Government's out of control.
Oh my god! The last, or not last thing, but one of the big things I want to talk about is this Metallica tour that was announced yesterday. Don't roll your eyes.
I'm not rolling my eyes. It's just, man, that second day is terrible.
As far as the bands that
Right.
are opening, I don't want to have anything to do with those. But
First day, I'm in. 110%.
I'll show up late and watch the second half of the Metallica set.
You're not going to watch Pantera?
No, the second day. Pantera's on the first day.
Oh, you mean, you're saying if you went to the second day, you would, okay, I got you.
Yeah, because it's genius.
Yeah.
It's
it
a
is.
2-day ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's genius.
So you get, we broke it down, like face value for standing on the floor is $500. That's face value. I'm in because
Hey, weekly, or what is it? The Blitz, Fort Worth Blitz,
the Blitz Weekly.
Blitz Weekly, whatever I wrote for.
Yeah.
Hello.
Shit, relax. So we'll have more announcements about this down the way.
That'd be great.
I've got a lot of things working.
Good. Good.
But
Very good.
Metallica comes to town. They're playing 12 different cities in the U.S. They're playing 2 nights in each city. They're calling them weekend gigs because each show is on the weekend. There's a Friday night show and a Sunday night show.
When are
You
they
get
not
Saturday
playing
off.
anything off a load or reload?
I don't know.
That's the one I'll go to.
They're playing 60 songs across 2 nights, 30 songs each night. Okay? You buy a ticket for $500. You get to go to both nights. Now, on one night, it's Pantera and who's the other? Wolfgang Van Halen.
Is that who it is?
Opening one night, and the next night is Ice Nine Kills and Five Finger Fruit Punch. Opening. Second night, I'm with you. I'll go see the first night.
Yeah.
I don't want to go see the second night. No, opener.
We'll just
I'll
go
see-
late.
Go show up late. You break it down at $500 for face value for standing on the floor, which should be the most expensive. Resellers have already shot these through the roof, but that should be the most expensive
How
because
many
you're on the
dates?
floor. 12. You get to see each band for like $83 is what it breaks down to. This day and age, that's not a bad price. You see
Yeah.
Metallica twice in the span of 3 days because it's 2 nights for a total of $166.
See, you know what they should have done? They should have done this, except the old school way with
Gojira,
Metallica.
Baroness, Mastodon.
Well, I was going to say Megadeth and Slayer, but
Now, see, there were rumors a few weeks ago
and Anthrax.
that Dave was on their ass because Dave's reaching the end of his He's running out of life.
He's had some health issues.
He's running out of small children to leech lifeblood from. And he's been really trying to get them to do another Big Four tour.
Yeah.
And
I
Metallica keeps shooting it down.
Why?
And now you have to pull Slayer out of retirement.
It's going to be harder.
It's going to be harder, but I bet you if you did it this way,
everybody be in.
Everybody be in.
And you could put Pantera on that bill.
Yeah. So, my question is this the only way we're going to get to see this Pantera thing happen?
I hope not.
I'm in for this. I'm in.
I am too.
I really, I will.
As long as they don't play Hero of the Day or...
Well, you can go get a beer during this. I have multiple things in works right now. I have a bunch of strings I'm trying to pull on and see which one comes through. I'm being told...
Just don't forget about the Common Man.
I'm being told right now, buy a ticket.
In case.
Just in case. If the big thing falls through, then we sell the tickets. It's no big deal. If the even bigger thing comes through, we're golden there too. I'm gonna have to buy one. I tried to buy one today using the Citibank pre-sale, and it immediately shot me to StubHub or to SeatGeek.
So it's gonna be hard.
So I'm like, why the fuck? How's the pre-sale shooting me? Well, I know they're all in. I'm not dumb. I know they're all in cahoots with each other, and the Live Nation Ticketmaster now owns half the other ticket outlets.
But we love iHeartRadio.
You keep saying that. I'll let you be the one on that. But the
Susie, you made any calls?
I don't think she's been made aware of anything yet.
Oh yeah, I thought we talked to her about it last week, and we never did.
We have things we had to take care of before then.
Yeah.
And so we want a weekend show. We've decided we want a weekend show. We want to reopen those lines of communication.
Instead of completely destroying those lines of communication and making a spot, a comedy bit.
But
make sure you delete that tonight.
I'm going to go re-edit the intro of this show and add it.
You should.
But I'm in for this. I think it's a cool ass deal to do. I don't know. The only other band I can think of doing this is Pearl Jam doing, two-nighters.
Yeah.
Where you actually sell a
Rage
ticket. A one ticket. They don't have the catalog for it.
Yeah, that's a good
You gotta have
point.
the
But if you were going to do it in a structure like the Big Four,
yeah, if you brought a bunch of people out,
right?
But Rage, like this is
Who
the
would
thing,
you
like
get, though?
Metallica's
Yeah.
not repeating any
maybe
songs.
not Rage then.
And that's what's cool is they're just not repeating every song. They're going to basically do what their anniversary.
Are they going to have a
was
guy
in
that's on
Vegas.
fire run across the stage?
No.
Damn it.
My
Anybody
hope
from the rafters?
is Jason
hanging?
Newsted comes back.
Ooh, that'd be tight.
He won't come back. That won't happen, especially here.
Our shitty place.
I did hear something cool though. Is I had some a coworker. He went to the Eagles. They played Dickies Arena on Friday night, and he hasn't seen them. He's a big Eagles fan, but he hadn't seen them in a couple of rounds that they've come through. And he said the show started out. This was the one where they played Hotel California from front to back, and then they did a greatest hits. And he said the place went black, and
that's racist.
Dante, feel free.
It's fucked up, man.
But lights went out, and a guy walks across stage and walks to a table and picks up the record of Hotel California, looks at it for a minute, says, okay. Opens it up, takes the record out, puts it on a turntable, and some static starts playing and everything. And right as things would kick in, everything went pitch black for a second, and then the curtain fell, and they started right into Hotel California. And like that's how it started out. I was like, that's kind of badass.
Did I ever
that's a
tell
cool way
you
to start the show?
Theater and a show.
It's funny how this is tying in, but did I ever tell you my idea when I worked at the Eagle that I think I might have told Chris about it, but it never got any steam.
Is this where our band climbs out of a giant alien penis?
No.
Guar already did that.
Yeah. No, that'd been way cooler.
Yeah.
No, my idea was to book a show at the Ridgely, give tickets away to this show for this Metallica cover band. That's what you do. And like you just said, the same thing happens. Curtain drops, and it's
It's the real
Metallica.
thing.
Yeah. But I got, man,
No, we've talked about that. Like, if it was a big promo and it was you can do it with Metallica. Metallica's way too big.
you could, but
if they would go along with it, you'd have to pay their.
it would have to be something that the radio station and the whoever, like Clear Channel or iHeartRadio, it would have to be something like they're on a tour. Let them go, like they set it up like
They do a
iHeartRadio, a side
tour.
thing, yeah. Just who was it? The Foo Fighters when they were doing the garage shows,
Yeah.
like that kind of.
There's been quite a few bands in the past that have rolled around under fake names or pseudo names
done
or
that?
whatever and done. You know, you
I
have
like
to
that.
be a big fan of theirs to be like, wait, what's this band? That sounds too much like,
Yeah.
you know, a deep Foo Fighter track. And then you show up and it's really the Foo Fighters playing and stuff.
That's actually a really good idea too. What if you just released an album that way, like went up there in disguise and played? Man, that sounds like the Foo Fighters. Oh, because it is the Foo Fighters, and they're just released their latest album and played it live for you.
There was one time I was in Disney World and we went over to
China.
Are we notifying them? We went over to what is now Downtown Disney, something else. But there used to be an area called Pleasure Island, and it was where all the clubs were. Like if you were overage, you go in there and drink. That's where all the bars and nightclubs were and stuff.
Yes.
At the very
I've
end, they had
been.
a stage.
Hookers.
Oh, you've been to Pleasure Island. Okay. Well, it's not there anymore.
This was when I worked at IndieMac, the same place that.
Oh, you're telling me a
we're-
story about.
Yeah.
Then we'll just. But me and Whitney were
Iranian
walking
woman.
by there. We were young, and we heard this band like ripping through, "Living on a Prayer" or something like that. We're like, man, that sounds like that's a really cool cover band. And so we walked up that little entrance to Pleasure Island. There's like a stairs that went up and let you. We weren't old enough to get in without a parent, but we walked up and we looked over, and at the end of the stage was actually Bon Jovi playing a concert outside of that joint.
Yikes.
And it was like, what the hell? Went back, told mom, they didn't believe us, blah, blah,
And
blah.
y'all just
we're
stayed at the
stupid,
hotel
and we're
room?
like, and to this day, me and Whitney are like, that was Bon Jovi playing Pleasure Island.
That's crazy.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, I'm in.
Yeah, Metallica, I'm in.
I'm in.
Dante's out.
You're out?
Yeah, that's not my thing, man.
But what if you get to broadcast Guitar Hero like a show?
What if you play Guitar Hero
Oh, that'd be
on
kinda
stage?
cool,
with-
but I really doubt they'd let us up there.
Well, I would, Dante.
I would too.
That means so much.
I would allow you to.
All right, we didn't say before we're done.
Hmm?
What's your prediction?
Oh, to win it all?
Yes.
It's going to be an underdog country. I mean, I'd love to see Japan do it, but
You think they got the strength after the games you've seen them play? Do you seriously think? Like I could have told you after the first Germany match, they're not making it out of.
I mean, so here's the thing. Look at it like this, okay? The coach is making very smart tactical moves right before the end of the game. If you notice, right, when
Yeah.
they beat Germany, they were down a goal, came back on 2-1. Same thing with today with Spain. We were down a goal, subbed out a couple of players, got a forward in there, and made a defensive change. And then the formation also changed. 2-1 again. I think we're playing a wear the other team down game, and it seems to be working. If someone catches on to it, they might be in trouble.
That's kind of like U.S. They're doing that too, kind of wearing down with defense. That's what they did with Iran. I
Yeah.
felt.
Yeah, they just ran out of gas, man.
But that's what I would do. I would, especially with these kids that are on this U.S. team, man. They're
all young.
They're
I think-
young.
what is it, like the average age is like 23, I think it is. And then Iran is like the oldest team. So
Mhm.
like they couldn't keep up with them. Man, I'm gonna make a prediction. Who I think is gonna win it all?
Win it all, right now.
Man, I really.
Who is going to be the Qatar hero?
You like that, don't you?
I do like that. That's our next podcast name.
I'm not going with like Jason today in our chat was all, U.S. looking strong. I can't.
They make
You're not convinced.
I haven't been convinced yet. I mean, they look good against Iran, but I mean, you've got how many goals have they scored?
Right. That's yeah.
Argentina.
Right.
You're going with Argentina?
That's what I was leaning towards.
Messi's going to bring it home.
I think he's going to
I
finally
think
win
he
it,
is
and he's
too.
going to retire.
I think he is too. I don't know about the retiring part, but he's
How old
there.
is
He's
he?
at that age where he could.
He's younger than Ronaldo, but let me see. How old
Speaking
is
of people, I need to hang it up.
Yeah, no kidding.
Perfect hair Ronaldo.
Leo Messi is
Who has more perfect hair, Rick Perry
35,
or
2 years younger.
Ronaldo?
So, that's a good question.
That is a good
Who has
question.
more plastic hair, Rick Perry or
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo? Huh. Did you see him trying to take claim to that goal the other day?
Try to say he headed it in. It was the all for
He
Hernandez.
never touched it.
Like, it didn't even get close to
It
you,
didn't
man.
even make his hair move.
You moved your head in the direction the ball went.
That's all he did.
That's
And
all
then
you
he's
did.
like,
He's all
shut
like,
up.
Bring it in, guys. Bring it in.
You're doing as much as you did for them as you did for Man United. Nothing. Hang it up.
Well, last season he did. I mean, if we weren't for Ronaldo last season, we might have been relegated.
I have been calling for 4 years. Get this team in shape.
Only 4, huh?
Yeah. I think it was 4 years ago. At the beginning of the season, I said relegate the whole
I think
damn thing. Let's
anytime
get this
one of our
over with.
teams, like if City starts playing shitty, I'm like, relegation. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Jason, Liverpool. Fuck. They need to be relegated.
Relegate them. Let's get this shit started over.
That's the delete button.
I want to see one of the top 6 get relegated sometime in my life and
That'd
watch.
be pretty cool.
I want to watch what it does to their little village. Their
I want
little
to
neighborhood.
I want
their
to watch the
little city.
NFL implement it.
Not the NFL. The NFL can't do it. It's baseball. Baseball's the only
No,
one that can do
the
it.
NFL can do it.
They just need more
They
teams.
How you
Yeah,
gonna bring
you'd have to have more teams. It'd be something that would have to be built out.
Or you'd have to bring in college. But then college guys aren't ready to play full-blown NFL players. They get hurt.
No,
You're
you
talking
would
about
have to
little
build
guys,
it
young
out
guys.
just like they do in Europe and you go to the academy, you start there and you build up. That you'd have to do it the same exact way. I
you
played
could
for
do
the
it-
Cowboy organization, so at the age of 12, and you just kind of stay in that school. That's how you build
But
it out.
without building it, I think
you
you
just
could
implement
start
it-
like next season.
You're right.
Baseball could do it. MLB could do it. Basketball couldn't do it. Although
basketball could maybe,
since they have such small rosters,
Right.
basketball
Could
could
probably
do
do
it
it.
because there's so many people that are left out.
right?
You could start
It'd be
building that
lopsided.
up.
It'd be lopsided at first, but it'd start evening out.
Soon it would start because you'd have so many college players
right.
that get shoved aside. A lot of tall white guys that just don't make it would get lumped in there. So
Yeah.
you'd have to deal with that buffoonery. A lot of terrible players that play for,
What about hockey?
that's a big roster. That's a big roster.
It's a big roster, but there's also multiple
World.
levels of hockey already being played.
You bring in the world,
Yeah, everything changes at that point.
everything changes. You can start relegating to where all of a sudden, the Stars are played in Sweden. Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of weird because some of the players that play on the Stars actually play for Team Sweden. So
Right.
you'd have to figure that shit out.
Well, it would just be like they do the World Cup. You'd have to put a pause on all playing, like EPL. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You'd have to
be
pause
one
it
or
all
the other.
down for like the World Cup.
But I think baseball,
Wait.
the way baseball's set
then it
up in
wouldn't work.
this country with AA, AAA, all the
Right.
minor league stuff, you could put it in play now. And God, it would be so awesome if the Rangers were on a sucky season.
They'd
They
be
just
relegated
got
so
relegated
quick.
and
Yeah.
Globe Life be half empty.
They'd be
I
the
mean,
first
wait,
to
it's
get
already half empty.
relegated.
3/4.
The Rangers would be the first.
And then what? The Tigers, Detroit. Who else?
I'd relegate the Rangers to T-ball.
All the way down. They have to play at the little stadium
T-ball.
outside of the old ballpark.
Can you imagine that? The entry level for baseball is a T-ball team.
But the cool thing about relegation is you find this young talent that gets overlooked that are badasses that come up and they're like, you know what? I got to show off. I want to be badass.
Yeah, you'd have
and
like
I
76
want
to
show off
2
on this
T-ball
team,
games.
and they're playing these little tiny kids.
Just knocking
the shit out of it. And these 10-year-olds are like, what the fuck am I supposed to do against that?
Imagine the catcher, there's a play at home. And
No, everybody gets ran over. Some 11-year-old tough kid's like, I'm going to stand up to you. And a 35-year-old,
Okay.
I don't even know who's on the
That would be
Rangers now.
Dustin
somebody
as a
get a
kid.
wheelchair, please.
You would be the one that would do that.
I'm gonna
I've got
stand up.
this.
I've got
This
this.
is
I've
my
got this. I'm
opportunity.
holding it. I've got this guy.
This is it.
And you're just shot up into the air 10 feet.
Wake up. Come on.
Relegation.
That's the way to go.
God, if MLB did it, it'd be so awesome. But the Players Association wouldn't do that. No, everybody.
Could you
their
relegate
little
porn?
union. How do you relegate porn? Like if you
You have
just get
tiers of women and or men and
both
all
sides.
that. And, yeah.
We got to be equal. This is an equal playing field
Right.
here.
So you got some that are A team. It's just like when you go to the
And they're
strip
like-
club. You have
like,
A team strippers, you have
let's-
B team, you have C
Let's
team.
use old school. So
Wednesday
you got-
night at the strip club is not what you're going to see on a Saturday night.
You got Jenna Jameson up top, right? There for a long time. Let's pretend this is the early 90s.
That's the peak.
You got the peak. But she starts getting old. So you relegate her down like a level and you boost up like what,
Right.
Kylie Island or
Right.
something?
And next
Or
thing
what do
you
do?
know, like then you have her, your example. She's working at
Then
Hooters.
you're like Tiffany
She gets
Towers is
relegated
here.
to
It's like
Hooters.
Whoa, that's the starting? Is that the starting point?
Yeah, it's like you start off at Twin Peaks or
You
Hooters.
start all the way at
and then you
restaurants
relegate-
and you
and
work
then
your
you
way,
work
up
your way
through
up
strip
to
clubs
porn.
into porn?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I like it.
Who
I think I
votes
got
these
something
people
here.
in? I don't. Take that.
You think I got to go overseas?
You need to put a trademark on that.
You know what?
Freaking send that
A
to the
sign.
trademark office.
Circle A sign.
Maybe we can do a test run down at the Yellow Rose one weekend.
Oh, before we go,
We're gonna relegate her to the main stage, and you go to the shitty stage.
so before we
you
go,
promote
I have to show you something that I discovered this week. There's a road track up north, and if I do get the M,
Did you not know about this?
what's it? Do you know the name of it?
The one up north, I can't. It always changes names.
Are you starting to see it advertised on Facebook now?
It's the one
like
that's it's
Eagle or hang on,
Is it Eagle Point now?
Something
it's
like
west
that.
of Gainesville.
is this old news?
I've known that's been up there forever.
It looks like a cool course.
Why not go down the one I used to race on?
Putt putt,
Crescent. Down in Crescent.
putt putt.
Down in Crescent.
Yeah,
You can
that's
go
the
down to
one that they
Crescent
do.
Motor
That's the one that they do the fantasy drives or the luxury
Ranch.
drives.
They do a lot
where
of
you
luxury
get-
drives down there,
Yeah.
but it's a Miata ranch. You can
That's-
buy it.
yeah.
I'm
I
surprised
saw
we
that
haven't
on-
talked about this. You know, there's houses down there. Your house, the
Is it
front of
on
your
the
house
track?
faces the highway. The back of your house.
Well, this one has a
races
bar
the
now
track.
that overlooks the whole track.
They have a bar down there. I don't know if it's
At
still
the-
open though.
the
They
one
might have
south?
closed it at Crescent, which is between
It's-
here and Granbury. But yeah, that track's fun.
gonna-
When they let you run the full course, it's fun. Because sometimes
Yeah.
they do it half. They've got it to where they can gate off.
Can
different
you?
areas
Okay,
and
so
go
both of these. So you can take your ride and run it if
on
you go through on certain
times, certain
times.
weekends, certain days.
Well, if I do get this car,
But you got to be respectful. There's no rubbing and running. It's kind of like Nuremberg.
can I run someone into a corner, like guide them into the corner and cut back? And
You can't
can't
do
do all that. You can't be aggressive.
If you get that, you got to have a helmet. You got to prove insurance. And
How much does it cost?
What was the other thing you had to do? Of course, you have to have a license. Duh. You had to have a helmet, insurance. No one could ride with you.
So there's also one in Arizona where you actually get to run an F3 car, and it's like $5,000.
Well,
I told Mandy that you and I were going to try to do it as a guy trip one day. And then I looked at the price.
And
Like
you were
the camp alone.
We're still gonna.
We're still going to do it. Yeah. Once we get that that iHeart money.
Gotta stop talking about that.
Delete.
But you know, up at they used to have a Panzo school up at TMS that used the road. TMS has a road course. A lot of people don't know this. They think it's
Yeah.
just a big oval, but they got a road course inside the oval. They can
That's
make
where they do the
certain turns.
drifting races and all that.
Yeah, they can configure the entire.
They'll even
racetrack
dirt it
to where
out
you do it.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But the Panzo school used to be up there, or Panos school used to be up there, and where you open cockpit,
Mhm.
where you sit in the middle.
Open wheel?
And no, this was.
Or was it?
Look up a Panos car. And you'll see.
I know when I worked out there, I was always seeing Audi and coming out there and doing.
Audi does stuff. We were out there NASCAR always does test stuff, but we were out there when Formula One did a test out there.
Yeah, I heard about that. I didn't work out there then.
We were sitting.
They were just doing every once in a while the cart or not the carts, the Indy cars would come test.
Indy cars,
but I
test,
never saw an F1.
Cars come test, but we were out there
Was it
once
Haas?
when Formula One tested, and we just sat out there in the central office. I didn't. I sat on top of my truck watching everything, but we were just out there just in case they needed anything immediate.
Yeah.
We were on scene because me and another guy were the ones that were in charge of the racetrack for years.
Do you think Tony Stewart, because he's so involved with Haas and all that, sometimes he's going, man, I should have done F1.
He's too heavy. He's too big.
I'm sure he cut some weight.
Cut a fuck ton of weight.
I would have to cut a fuck ton of weight.
I would too. If you listen to that,
Dante is the only one that could
Where you
be
at?
a F1 driver.
Where you at?
Let's do it. I like to go fast.
What's your weight?
158.
You're in.
Yeah,
you have
run
to
our
lose
car.
8 pounds.
When we buy our F1 car, our decommissioned F1 car, and start our race team,
heaviest F1
you're going to be our
driver
driver.
is 150.
All right.
Okay.
in.
Yeah, the
You got to let me
heaviest
drive
F1
the car
driver
a
is
lot, though.
150.
That's the only thing.
Just give me the keys to the M.
And if I had an F1 team,
You know what?
if I had enough money if the JJGM F1 team
He's kind of
starts,
built for it. Can you take?
you're our driver.
Can your neck take about 9 Gs?
You better start doing those Joe Rogan neck
you gotta start
workouts.
doing those weight
9 Gs, really? God.
Well, that's
Oh,
just in
yeah.
a corner. That's not when you hit something. When you hit something, it jumps up
And
to
your
like
car chops in half,
136
and you
Gs.
burn for 2 minutes.
Well,
You want to make sure your neck doesn't snap in
I'll
half.
be regular and or extra crispy.
I watched Man
Well,
on
that's what
Fire
I-
again, by the way,
That
last
episode's
week.
So fucking weird.
That show is so great, man.
I'm gonna start it all over from.
I
season
did.
1.
That's what I did. That's where we're at right now. We're at
The Man on Fire.
Yep.
Drive to Survive, Dante.
All right.
Drive to
Yeah,
Survive.
you got to get into some of that.
It's so sexy the way it's shot. The Sebastian Vettel thing I talked about at the beginning of the show. If you are my friend, and if you like this show, and
You
if
like
respect
websites.
us, you'll hop on YouTube right now.
Not-
and I plead to you, watch this documentary of this man and how great he was. Not as a race car driver, but just his
As a human.
humanity. He was awesome. Aston Martin put out a video about Sebastian Vettel.
Very good.
One last time.
Did you
And
send
was
that to
called
Tim?
One last time? No, I'm going to send it to everybody as soon as I finish the show because it's so great. It's just
I'm going to make Mandy watch it while
beautiful.
we wrestle.
That's weird.
Okay. I got it right here. It just came out 4 days ago?
Yes.
Okay.
God, I'm so glad she doesn't listen
It's
to the show.
so awesome. This guy, they called him the hippie of F1.
Yeah, because he's got that laid back
He's a
Jeffrey
very
Lord
laid
kind of
back-
walk, and he
yeah.
talks real soft.
He's very chill, but he was all about humanitarian efforts. When he went to a hardcore Arab country, he would wear a pro LGBTQ shirt and just not care, or he'd be a pro women's rights shirt and just not care if they were racing in a country where women are oppressed. He just like, fuck them, here we go. Or if he got up on the podium or whatever, he'd take off his.
He's good with his words too. He speaks well.
He'd take off his race suit and have like some shirt with some statement on it or something that was totally against whatever.
Before
country it was
Lewis
like,
Hamilton
just like,
did it.
Like wake up, and then Lewis Hamilton started following in his footsteps.
Good on him. All right. I'm already a fan.
But yeah, he was a good dude, and
So
when
you
he
say
raced,
what
he retired this year.
Okay.
He hit a wall and died.
It's like,
No,
jeez.
he retired this year down in Austin when they raced at COTA. When he was down there, they planted a row. I think it was 100 trees in his honor,
Mm.
and they call it, the Sebastian Vettel Grotto or something like that. It was something weird what they named
Yeah.
it, but it's along one of the areas, and it's just really cool. He was a good dude, and it's not one of those guys like
He's not dead.
he put it on.
He did. He's a badass racer too.
And
he was a good driver, or he is.
Another
a good
thing, I'm going to tell
I'm
you.
doing it now.
I got to print this out, but Tim bought something for the shed. Bought something for the temple.
A steering wheel?
He bought a poster that's absolutely fucking amazing. By
Really?
this artist.
Yes.
And it'll be hanging in here because it's
Is it big?
absolutely amazing. I'll have to.
I've been thinking about. There's been some stuff that I've seen on social media, some art, some F1 art that I've been thinking about putting at the old place.
This guy did one of the Red Bull garage, and there are like 1,000 Easter eggs in there that have to do with
Really?
Red Bull over the last
Hell
few years
yeah.
that are just making fun of them.
That's cool.
And we'll have to get it hanging.
What do you think about the track artworks that they do? That people put like the tracks up on their wall, like just pieces of.
You mean
the
like the
tracks.
one I tattooed above my penis?
That's a straight track with a little curve to the left.
This quarter mile I got right here. You want to see my quarter mile drag strip?
I got your race course right here.
You got a little 1/8 mile. I got a quarter mile.
I got Talladega. That's weird.
That is
a woman.
weird.
That's a woman.
Yours goes in a circle?
So you're a lady.
Wow.
So only drag strips are males.
I guess I was showing you above. Like what I got it tattooed in my pubes.
Oh, there you go. I'm gonna shave my pubes in the design of.
You ever seen Monza?
Yeah,
We'll shave
Monza.
this down.
Yeah. Oh man, this show's getting deleted. Sorry, Dante.
You want to see Monaco? I'll show you Monaco.
That's a lot of warts and stuff.
Elevation changes are crazy.
That's weird. That's messed up.
See, now we just made F1 relatable.
Wow. For everyone.
For everyone with warts.
Wow.
You know you can get those burned off.
That's it. We're done.
Thomas, I hope you grabbed that.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
You definitely have to go overseas to listen to the JJTM podcast.
Dante, what you got?
Following that,
I don't think he's coming back. I think he's done now.
following that, I got nothing.
I hope someone was listening to this while they were driving and just went off the road.
You mean where's F1 racing this weekend? Oh, that venereal wart track they got. That wart track.
Why is that guy talking like that? I thought he was a sheik. Such potty language coming out of his mouth.
All joking aside, before we go, I think that's a style that you should wear.
Just around?
I think so, man.
I told you why I'm
looks
not wearing
good
it around here.
Why?
The rednecks.
Yeah. What are you, some French or something?
You part of that Foreign Legion?
You think Troy Aikman would wear that?
What was the Foreign Legion?
See, they wouldn't realize you were what you were until they turned you over.
Right.
You're right.
Just saying.
You're right.
Gotta be careful.
You're right. Well, when I was over there, everybody thought I was German, which worked out to my favor.
You know how? What's that called? What's this called? That style.
I don't remember what it is.
Anyway,
let's look it up.
Yeah.
You know how you stop Dustin from getting away when he has his chic outfit on? You shoot him in the back 2 more times.
The Shima?
The Shima.
Oh, it's a Shima.
The Shima scarf. It's not really, like, the sheiks aren't the only ones wear it. Everybody wears it over there. You wear it in the desert to help keep you cool and to help keep your head cool. And they sell them. I bought this one in Dubai. And I thought we were going to go on a little desert safari.
With the
But they
Iranian women?
No, there were no Iranian women there. Although I have Iranian, that spice. What the fuck is it called? God damn it, I just went blank.
Scary Spice?
Not her. Saffron.
I think I'm getting your disease, your sickness now. I have delirium.
Cold. Yeah, I have saffron. Iranian saffron.
That's what you're calling your cold?
I probably should have taken some of that. It cleared me right up. That stuff's good. Anyway, yeah, so the Shima headscarf thing, you'll see it. Even our troops over there wear like the camo ones. They'll wrap it around their neck because it's great for.
You'll see
the
it in
head
Modern
shelter.
Warfare 2, which.
Oh, you will. Oh, you will. Oh, you will. We haven't even talked about that.
Well, maybe I'll get to play some here shortly.
I got to figure out how. Are you playing on PS5?
I'm on Xbox.
Are you on Xbox?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Me
not
too.
seeing you.
I saw him.
But I didn't.
Yeah, last night I saw you and you.
I'm not seeing you at all.
I accepted your friend request and everything.
Yeah, I'm not seeing unless.
Oh, I
you're
wonder if I
just
have
not
it turn
on.
off notification. I might have notifications turned like.
Don't ghost us.
I'm sorry, I might have that set up because I had some stalkers talking about swatting my house.
Oh damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Tim Love or Tim whatever?
Tim Pool? No, he's the one getting swatted all the
like
time.
every time he does a show, right?
Yeah.
I think that's full of shit anyway.
At what point would you just start doing your show at the police station?
Yeah, or somewhere else. Be like, hey guys, I'm gonna rent a cell tonight.
Right.
I don't
There you
know. Anyway,
Maybe we should do that publicity stunt. Tell people we got swatted. Actually, it was us calling the cops.
I mean, I can call them for you.
I'm just kidding.
I do not need them.
You don't want none of that smoke.
No.
We don't want them going through our armory.
I don't
Especially
need
killer.
any of that.
Especially killer cops.
All right, so what are y'all doing y'all show these days? On Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays?
Well, I wish it were that many days. No, we were Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Friday night from 8 p.m. to 10 till whenever. And then same Saturday night, and then Sunday, 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Till
Man, you're going to have more shows than us real quick.
They already do, I think. Y'all are over 500, aren't you?
We've been doing it for 3 years now, maybe. I haven't really counted, to be honest.
Y'all have done.
I have to go back and look. So we've
three
got
a weekend, and then y'all would pop up at weird, like on a Wednesday.
Because when I wasn't working for a while,
yeah,
I was streaming during the week. So yeah,
y'all have done a shit ton of shows.
Yeah, we got a lot. Yeah, we do have a lot.
Well, yeah, you do them 3 days a week. That's going to happen.
I got 8 terabytes full of recorded video.
Good.
You got to get ready to do a show daily.
You know, you can put that just on YouTube, and then you don't have to hold on to that stuff.
So that's what we've been doing, right? So we'll record it while we stream, do a recording, and then I go immediately and upload it to YouTube. So if you want to go check out any of the content, it's on YouTube. Search Old Gosner Garage, and you'll find us there.
It is. It is. It is. I've stopped archiving our stuff. It's just, well, I mean, the shows sit on the server.
Yeah.
And we control the server, so. Why are you holding that? You're not drinking.
I'm posing.
What are y'all doing this
looks
week?
cool.
What are you going to do on Friday? It's tomorrow.
Shoot. Tomorrow,
Metroid.
We are.
Zelda.
What are we doing tomorrow? I
know Guitar Hero.
Sunday, we're actually, I can tell you Sunday, we're picking back up on Bioshock Infinite because we'd never played it before.
Oh, really?
So it's an old to us, or I'm sorry, old to you, new to us type of title.
How far y'all get through it?
We lost Elizabeth and got her back, pulled her out of that tower.
That's such a fun game.
And then we ended up on the beach.
I might revisit that actually.
That game was really cool. I'd never played
Infinite
it before.
was awesome.
Yeah, Infinite.
But Friday and
was the
Saturday, I
shiznit.
think we're going to do something with the Oculus. I think Adam was talking about doing Star Wars.
Wait, how are y'all fucking videoing the Oculus?
You haven't seen any of our Oculus streams?
No, I have not seen any of the
Oh,
Oculus streams. How are y'all pulling that off? How are you? Well, I know it beams to another device.
So
are you recording off the device
we're
it beams to?
We're doing double PCs. We got one PC out there, one PC to run it, and running the PC that's actually running it into the streaming PC. And then the Oculus is running from a cable running from the PC that's running the game. And it's powering it. And then, of course, we're doing green screen. And then we're projecting it out to the television. So he can see what's on the TV, which is also being projected onto the green screen.
Okay.
That
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty. It took us a while to figure out how to do it. I'm sure there's a more efficient, simpler way to do it, but we've been, just kind of tinkering around and finally figured it out.
Are y'all just using like the base Oculus?
Oculus Quest, or Quest 2, I think is what it is. And then we're playing some games on Steam, so a lot of the games are being played off of the PC but running virtually on the Oculus.
So Aiden has Oculus 2, I think, or maybe the first Oculus, but he don't watch this show, so I can talk about it on here.
Let me see if I can find one.
He's getting the Vive set up, the HTC Vive, where you set up the modules around the room, and you triangulate the room and everything.
Oh, so you can like walk around and stuff. Oh man, that's cool,
Yeah.
man. I'll have to check that out.
He's been wanting it for a while, so.
Eric sent us a text.
What does this say? What is it? Let's see. I don't know what this is doing. This
Eric sent us a text. What the heck just happened then?
Oh, it's what does it say? What is it? Let's see.
Did you see it?
It's something about it's the show, but I don't know what
The show title.
Oh,
It's
you didn't get those burned off.
Oh my god.
That's pretty genius. Pretty genius.
Hey, congratulations to Eric for tuning in the entire show.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Pretty awesome.
Can't
I
get my
want
dude on
I want to come over to y'all's place sometime and talk to y'all more about y'all's tech setup.
Okay.
And the way y'all have got things, because y'all have got things pretty clean. We've got things pretty hodgepodge. There's a lot of bubble gum and toothpicks holding this shit
Duct tape.
together. Some duct tape. And I have a feeling that in the future there's going to be a massive rebuild of a lot of things.
Okay.
Maybe not at this location.
We'll see.
Maybe in another location.
Dubai.
So I'm gonna bounce some things off you too, because what we're trying to do is set up similar to this, where we've got multiple mics. Right now we're using one, and we're trying to determine if we need to get like a central unit to run all the mics into, and then funnel that into the system, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Basically, what we're trying to do is
Are
run.
you speaking English, sir?
We're trying to run.
Is this Cantonese? I don't
multiple.
understand
We're trying to run like
damn
multiple
word you
mics
just said to me.
into one box that deciphers all channels for the mics.
Yeah.
And doesn't it can differentiate it without getting the echo. That was the
Gotcha.
problem we were running into, and I just could not figure it out.
That is a big task to overcome, and I can help you with that.
Okay.
There's several ways to do that. You can either go hardcore or softcore, and I can show you how to do that. It's
Okay.
easy.
Or hurtcore. Whoa.
Murdercore?
Or nerdcore.
That's the one.
Nerdcore is the way it's.
What
gonna
was
be.
the name? What was the new music that Spectacle is about to put out?
Pop Jizz?
No,
Jizz Pop?
that's ours.
Oh.
I forgot what it was. Some core.
If we had a core.
Nerd. Was it Nerdcore?
Mm-mm.
Tech core or something?
It was. God dang it.
Trash core or something? I don't know.
It
Well,
was like
none of us will remember.
like if you were a mechanic, it was like that core.
Mechanic core?
It was something weird, like you had to be like just
None of us are going to remember.
grease core or something like
Yeah.
that. It was something weird.
Oh, was no. I was going to say hog core, but no, I can't remember. But all right.
I can tell you, and if you vamp for 30 seconds.
Well, tell me, you have a podcast, Dante, right?
Similar to a podcast.
Do you like Ozarka water?
Ozarka water is delicious.
What'd you think about this whiskey, though, for real?
It's good, man. It's very very
bourbon
smooth. I
whiskey.
like it. I do like that a lot. I think the next time I would drink it over a single cube of ice.
There you go. That's how I take mine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But I liked it a lot. I'd never had it before.
Yeah.
Is that a rye or what is it?
It's a African pumice wide rye.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they use it for fertilizer too.
Mm-mm.
I'm kidding. I have no idea.
Used it for fertilizer. What?
I don't know.
Well,
where's it made?
This is going great.
Texas?
This is
a
the
great way to
worst
end the show.
vamp ever. I thought you were good at vamping.
Vamping?
Yeah, I thought you were all like you could just fill space with
With
just
words? Well, that's what I do during the show, and then when you ask me to do it in overtime, I can't do it.
So check this out. You want to hear a funny story? My supervisor today was trying to sound like he was very interested in the World Cup. So I was like, cool. This guy likes soccer, right? I'm thinking because he's like, yeah, man, it looks like Japan's going to win the group. I was like, oh, cool. So then we started talking about the logistics of like what it took for Japan to get there, explaining to him like, well, Japan wouldn't have won had Germany scored their 4 goals and it was 4-2. And they did not score against Spain. It didn't, and then go ahead and win, right? Because of the goal differential. Like they would have gone on based on that. And he was just like, wait, what? No, but they would have had the points on the table. No. They would have had the points on the table, but there's also the goal differential. That would have come into play. That's what they would have defaulted to if the points were to stay the same. And he just had no idea what I was talking about.
When I walked out of my office today, me and another guy were trying to figure out, because everything had just ended. Like, it just come to an end. Japan had just finished, and Germany was wrapping up. And we're like, oh, shit, is this coming down to cards? And we're all looking at cards like, because we thought the goal differential was made up with what Germany had done. Made them equal with Spain, and we're all like, oh, shit, oh, fuck.
Yeah, because
so he should have broke his brain with, well, how many yellow cards they have?
Yeah.
And then, like, yesterday, or was it yesterday, Argentina? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
I was off yesterday. Yeah, so yesterday. The whole, if someone gets a red card in this game, it just fucks the whole table up. Like, or the whole group. Like, the whole group just...
It's crazy, right?
It breaks their, like the team that was on top, if they get a red card, and that's when you started seeing everybody start spacing out.
Yeah, like they were like, hey, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. And everybody's just like, don't do anything. And then a yellow card came out, and they're like, oh, shit.
Who's it going? Who's it going
You can get one more of those.
And then there you go.
Yeah, and it was wild. But they said, like, if a red card gets dropped in this game, it fucks the whole group up. Like, everybody gets rearranged.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That it was like, these games have been that close.
They have.
And it's so out of control.
Right.
And to me, I think that makes the World Cup better.
I do too.
Yeah.
Blowouts are just kind of like, if Argentina and Brazil and Germany or Japan, England, the U.S. just blew out their groups and all ended up, where they need to be, that's fine. It's boring that way. But when they're this close and everybody's like nail biters, and the big countries are getting knocked out, the countries that are known for soccer are getting knocked out, and you're like, whoa.
The world is definitely getting better at football.
Yeah.
What else does Belgium have?
Waffles?
Beer. Red light district.
But I mean, really, you're right. Yeah, but we're done.
Warts?
But no, from the red light district. It's all hand in hand. But really, what sporting wise, what else do they have?
Yeah.
Their basketball team sucks. That's all soccer is a full, as a worldly played game. Everybody knows how to kick a ball around. It's something you learn when you're young. Let's just kick a ball around.
I could never put the laces through like I should have, ever. Even when I played as an adult, I could never get it down. I mean,
but it's a basic fundamental growing up is a little kid kicking a ball around. So it's pretty. You start thinking about these countries like, I didn't know Saudi Arabia had a team.
When you go this hard into a soccer tournament, do you wish that Kale City was still around?
No, because I was told that was a beer league, and that we were all going to be drinking beer, having fun on the field. But this turned into,
I think just because we played RAR, you assumed that is what it was.
No, I asked you. We're getting into a beer league, a bunch of old men just
it
having
was.
fun, right? And then we get into these teams that are sponsored by RAR with a bunch of highly fit and trained Hispanic men running around.
Almost got in a
like
fight with RAR.
crazy. And RAR sponsored like 9 teams.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And they trampled us. And I was like, I thought we were just out here having fun.
Well, the second or third season we started playing pretty good. Yeah, we played for a few years.
They kicked me off the first season.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. No, we didn't kick you.
They're like, you're a fat ass. Get out of here.
Wow.
That was exactly what I was told, and that I sucked. And I was like, well, I wasn't brought in to be a leader. I was
here to
brought in to drink and hang out. Well, you're a fat ass. Get out of here. Die. Jeez. I was told die 3 times.
Wow.
By 3 different
people.
By
RAR.
And I left, and I was like, well, that...
that team still lives?
That includes my... do they really?
Yeah.
I said
we started a soccer club.
That concludes my run of playing soccer, and then I became a Formula 1 racer, and I can beat Lewis Hamilton. You just put me in that damn car.
You can. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if you didn't pan out that you're our driver, Dustin's going to get
You'll
in
be
there.
the backup
I'm the
driver?
backup.
It's going to
Got it.
take us a while to get him in there.
No,
But once
well,
he is,
I stopped drinking. I'm sub 200
And
with
then-
that.
the beginning of the races is going to take a really long time, and then the end to get him out will be a very long time.
But like, guys, it's cool. It's cool. I don't need
As
to
long
get
as
on
you
the-
beat Hamilton.
I don't need to get on the podium just yet. Give me a minute.
So I want to soak it in. I want to soak it in.
Pull this Hans device off. It's all right. It's cool.
We're
It's
just going
cool.
to sit here for a little bit. We thought he'd be more dehydrated this race.
Y'all got any grease? Lube up these
WD-40?
edges. All right. You're going to have to cut the fiberglass.
All right, man. Great show, guys. I got to go, though.
All right. I'm out of here, too. It's been fun, Dante. Thank you for joining us.
For sure, man.
It's been a
Anytime.
fun night.
Need to have you guys on.
Not going to sound on the Thursday. Yes. I still want to come over there again.
I need to go.
You need to bring him
Yeah.
over and break him in.
I definitely
Easy.
want to come out.
Like a proctologist
Gentle.
we talked about earlier.
Very gentle.
Very gentle. Very clean. Very smooth.
Gently break me in.
And get him in there. So thank you, sir.
Oh,
We appreciate
for
it.
sure, man. For sure.
What was that? Did you just smell your fingers?
No, I'll spit on them.
Oh, to break you in. I was like, what?
Just a little spit.
All right. We out of here.
Peace.
Later. Good times.
That was a fun show.
That was a fun show.
on.
YouTube's pull that. Hey, what the fuck are you
Why is Lube Tube gonna pull that down? Because I'm in a fever dream. All right, guys. Thank you for the tuning in the chat, man. Sorry, it's a little wild. If it offended you, Matt is not sorry. I am. I am in a fever state of consciousness. I'm still a little stopped up and sick, but you know. Oh well. I'm not really sick. I'm past it all. I just got to get rid of all this congestion. So anyway, we're out of here. Later.
Johnson texted me back while we're doing the show.
They want to do next weekend?